Bop, 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 bop. Come on. Trossard again. Ole, ole. Big up to the top four crew. Welcome to the top four podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
One step forward and one step back. But it's only game week 2. We move.
We move indeed. We move indeed. We've also got Generous Dave, an Arsenal fan.
6 from 6. Pow.
Alright. Energy.
Let's friggin' go. And I'm joined by Oscar running down the wing.
Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke. Let's go, man. I'm here for a clean.
How often you sing it? How often you sing that song? How often you sing that song?
Well, guess what? We sung it on Thursday night. And we sung it again on Sunday.
I've never heard you sing that. So here we go.
Was you there on the Thursday night?
Oh, of course, mate. Of course.
Was you there on the Sunday?
I wasn't there on Sunday, no.
Of course, for the Europa Conference. No, the UEFA Conference.
Why would he be in Wolves? You heard what his player said. And guess what? He was right.
Read my name. No, he is right.
He's right.
Right.
Oscar, he's apologized for said things. So,
he's right.
He's right.
He's right.
Anyway, I think we'll dive into.
Sorry to dive in, but we've lamented about Wolverhampton on this podcast before.
Many times.
It's horrible. It's one of the worst away grounds to go as a fan. I don't know what that's like as a player, but guys, Noni's right.
Surely, as a player, he would have had that luxury tax. You know what I mean? Like a nice little hotel. Because in my mind, I just thought, mate, he's just
Wolverhampton.
He's on about his experience. Do you know what I mean?
In Wolves.
Hey, listen. Villa's not much better. I must admit, people, it's not much better. The Midlands as a whole. Sorry, guys. Anyway, guys, welcome back. Second week, the Premier League is now back in. We are fully in the zone. Talk to me, man. Do we do highlight or should we do a surprise? What do you guys prefer, surprise or highlight?
Me, I'm like, let's just do highlight quickly.
Right,
so I want to get into the football. There's so much meaty football today.
Football.
I want to dive straight in. But obviously, my highlight of the week was Noni Madueke silencing the haters after his off the field antics. And also, I spent the weekend up in Ramsgate, so it was a fun weekend for me.
Ramsgate.
Yeah, man, I was by the sea.
By the seaside. Dave, highlight of the week?
Mate, I've been working, bro.
You've been out here working.
No highlights. Still. Let me see.
Making that pee, bro. Or any surprise?
Not really, mate. Same old still.
Same old, yeah? All right. Robinho, talk to me. Any highlights this week?
Yeah, no, I was out with the fam on Friends on the weekend.
Nice.
Living it up. Just busy.
Busy?
Yeah.
It's been a busy week, I must admit.
Busy few weeks ahead as well that I need to get through. I'm tired, people, so I'm on the Red Bull. That is how tired I am.
At 8 p.m. God.
Honestly, before this pod, like I was falling asleep and I was like, nah, I need it.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I had a tactical nap. I just woke up.
I was gonna do a tactical, and then the time kind of went where it was past the threshold. I thought, it's past. That's it. It's done.
I'm rejuvenated. How I'll sleep tonight? I don't know. If you catch me watching Monday Night Raw, just you know why.
What, live?
Yeah. Right. If I can't sleep on a Monday, what am I doing?
Nah, watching Monday Night Raw live is a madness. I can't lie. Especially a 3-hour Raw. My highlight of the week, people, is definitely Emile Smith-Rowe scoring on his Premier League home debut for Fulham, and Iwobi getting the other one as well. So Iwobi, Smith-Rowe, you know what I'm saying? Danny Welbeck as well, former Arsenal. Good day. Good for
me. Was that a bit mad?
What's that?
That your highlight of the week is another person's team.
I didn't say
hold on. I didn't know. Hold on. We had a black refereeing this week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Hey, come on now.
He's been around though. He was around last season.
He's not around often. He's not around often.
Low key, he did the low key.
Oh wait, David, there was a whole big deal about this when he first got his first start. Did you not remember this?
He's not here often. Let's be real.
Now, to be fair, this is his first big one. To be fair,
What game did he have this weekend?
Man City, didn't he?
Man City, yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Man City, Ipswich. You know what I'm saying? So he
That's
had a high profile.
thinkers.
Yeah, big up my man. I forgot his name.
I forgot his name. I don't even know his name, bro. I'm just watching highlights and I say, hey, hold on. But he had a minute. They had to overturn his first decision, which is not a great start.
To be fair, though, to be fair on that one, I think it was a case of he let. You know, them ones where he played it safe. He gave the corner just in case. I think it's one of them ones. He gave like a whatever it was, a corner.
Proper black man, bold beard, everything. Come
Proper
on,
black. You know what I'm saying? Proper.
Man got the shade with the trimmed beard, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a highlight. That's a definite highlight of the weekend for sure. Yeah, let's get into it, Oscar. Is there any comments in the comment section before we dive in? Let's go through it, man.
Guys, you lot love throwing us the questions early. Who is your favorite trash talker in football? For me personally, it's Zlatan.
No. Zlatan. Did you see what Zlatan did, bro?
I think
What's he done now?
Wild, man. I think he's a bit of a loser.
What's he done now?
Man went on was it CBS?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Was that a recent thing then?
It looks like it. Man was like, "Where's the real studio blood?" With
the man them.
Abdul Henry. They had the Americans.
They had the Americans on it. He said, "Where's the man them?"
No, I can't lie. Ain't nobody trying to watch them Americans on CBS, man. Ain't nobody.
You know what's the funniest thing about this? The whole CBS Champions League team, their studio's in London.
Yeah, facts.
Ain't over there in America. They're all in London.
They have an American studio, and it's not.
I fully believe for like a year they were in America.
Hold on, Peter. My highlight of the weekend, bro, is in that stinker, blood, at the toilet bowl. Oh, I need you to talk, bro. Oh,
we're gonna get there. No, we're gonna get there because Peter has a lot to answer for this podcast.
You have a lot to answer for.
There's a lot to answer.
That's my highlight.
Okay. All right, let me get through the comments, guys. Nat also said, "Rest in power, Sven Goran Eriksson." For those of you that don't know the tragic news, Sven Goran Eriksson passed away this morning, unfortunately. Mirad has asked us, how will Sven be remembered? Any quick summary on Sven from you guys quickly?
You know what? A bit of a G. Like, this guy was a bit of everything. Like, if you think, this guy, like, he didn't care. Like, everything was vibes with him. He was vibes back in the day before, like, social media and everything else. The guy was actually like chaos. Do you know what I mean?
He was actually chaos.
Was he dating like?
He had an affair with Eureka Johnson. That's hilarious.
As England manager, that's crazy.
And he survived.
He survived.
I'm just saying, if that was now, they're calling for your head, bro.
I don't know. I think Dave, in this world, bro, I think the men get it all right.
Yeah, it's true.
I think the men get a blind, bro. If it was like, you see that Monica Lewinsky in it, she got shafted, bro, big time. These times, Hillary is out here, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think also when it comes to Sven, I think his time in England, obviously as England manager, you're going to get criticised. It is what happens. We're seeing it happen with Southgate now. But I think everyone that came after just showed you how good Sven was. Yeah. Because the era of England post Sven was horrific.
Was diabolical.
It was horrendous. Sven had not a great World Cup 2002, decent campaign, lost to the winners. Yeah, 06 Portugal on penalties. 04 Portugal on penalties as well. So one of my favorite England performances came under him when we slapped Croatia 4-1 in Euro 2004. So I ain't got no beef with Sven. Shout out to Sven.
Not at all, man.
Great guy.
He won Lazio their Serie A title in 2000. Like, the guy was sick, man.
That was a sick manager, bro.
That was a sick time to be alive as well, man. Like, it was just a sick time. I only found out that he passed away through Diego Simeone's Insta post, and it wasn't even in English. So, like, there's a picture of him, like, obviously them winning the league with Lazio. Yeah. And I was there, like, what's this connection? Like, I'm seeing Salas, I'm seeing Simeone and Sven. What's the connection here?
I should have worn my Lazio kit for this one.
It's all. Yeah. What are you doing, man? What's the matter with you? But yeah, so yeah,
unfortunately, I've got some more sad breaking news.
Oh dear.
What's that now?
Psycho Sid has just passed away.
Are you serious,
I am not joking,
bro? I
Sid
am knee
Vicious.
deep. I can't
Sid
lie.
Vicious.
I am knee deep in 1997, guys. I'm watching SummerSlam 97, knee deep in this. No, I don't want to hear
just
that.
breaking news.
I don't want to hear that.
Oh, that's horrid.
I don't want to hear that.
Oh.
Psycho Sid. God,
Wait, ain't that the two brother?
Yeah, tall blonde guy, master and ruler of the world.
Sid Vicious, brother. He was gargantuan. He was huge.
Trust.
Oh man, Psycho Sid.
Oh, rest in peace, Sid Vicious, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
God,
Let me get into some of the other comments. Nat says McGinn and Jose have to be inducted into the Not That Guy Hall of Fame. I guess that's Jose Sarr. Why? And Nat says also, can we ban nonsense phrases like put it on a sixpence, stick it in the mixer, great ball if someone is there? No, I'm not banning those phrases. Personally, I think they make sense. I think they're good. I don't know about you lot. You lot can have your opinions. Murad also says, good evening to the greatest football podcast air on a Monday night when your wins are statements and your statements are wins. Hashtag chat.
Talk, Murad. Talk that.
That sounded like it was aimed at somebody. David says, big up Top 4 podcast. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend. Have a great week. Top 4 will always be number one. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Big up, David. Hold tight, the man that has to do qualifiers for the UEFA Carrow Bobbins Cup. Shout out me, bro. Shout out my team. Big up Baraka. He says, good afternoon to the greatest football podcast air on a Monday afternoon when Noni has registered a hat-trick before a Red Devil and a Gunner and told the truth about Wolverhampton.
Who's the Gunner?
Bukayo Saka, no Premier League hat-tricks in his career. Marcus Rashford, no Premier League hat-tricks in his career. Noni Madueke, one.
The agenda's not, but it's not what you're gonna hang your hat on.
Agenda.
Yeah,
How's that agenda?
That's not my problem.
It's a fact.
It's a bit.
It's more part
it's
two.
a fact.
I'm not even talking. I'm talking about Wolverhampton. I was like, what are you talking about Wolverhampton? What truth did you tell me when I said, "Oh, guys, look at Wolverhampton"? I said it 2 weeks ago. I was like,
do you know what, Robin? Do you know one thing I will say to you on your point? Because I remember you mentioned it. I think I was against what you were saying. But I tell you what, do you know what I saw the other day, bro? Their fixtures between now and when the clocks change.
Match of the day showed their fixtures. I said, hi, yo.
Bro, I said no. It's curtains for certain man. It's absolute curtains for certain.
You know what? I'm just watching the highlights here. It's not that they played badly, innit?
Yeah, it's not.
No, they just haven't got.
I think you're right.
I think it's harsh because if you look at their first 2 fixtures, they played like a team that's obviously going to challenge for the title, and they also played Arsenal. So I think we need to give them a bit of slack and then like allow them. Do you know what I mean? Let Wolves do their thing. Shout out to Nat who says Jose Sarr is match fixing. Shout out to Not Here who says scoring 6 goals away from home in week 2. How greedy. That is greedy, man. That is greedy. One last one before we get into the game. Oh, no, it's the same comment from Baraka again. But yeah.
To relax, bro.
No, man, it's a fact. Look, if he lied, I would tell him to stop lying. If he embellished the truth, I'll tell him to stop. But he said facts. Rashford, been in the league nearly 10 years now. No Premier League capture. Come on, guys.
Is that the comments done, Oscar, yeah?
That's the comments done. Let's get into it, boys.
Oscar, speaking of Marcus Rashford, no shots on goal this season. I mean, only 2 games in. But yes, Brighton and Hove Albion 2, and they continue their good start to the season.
Just
get against Manchester United. Robinho, I take it you were watching that game live early, 12:30 kickoff. Yeah,
Saturday morning.
HD.
Talk to me, blood. What happened?
What happened there, mate?
Well, it's very simple what happened. 2 teams decided to play football, and I thought, you know what, and stuff. It wasn't too much difference between both teams. I thought there were spells when we were all right, and I thought there were spells when Brighton all right. The key difference here is, ladies and gentlemen, is defense. And the lack thereof of defense.
Brother.
Right. Hold on.
Got that right.
Hold on.
You
All right, continue. No, continue. I just want to hear more.
So
No, Oscar, did you see the goals they conceded?
I saw everything. I watched 90 minutes. I saw everything. I just want to hear more from Robin.
so if we look at Exhibit A and B, I'll start with Exhibit A, because while I am happy to give this guy praise, people jump on the bandwagon, and a lot of Man United fans do this as well, say that, oh, this is why he should be starting. Harold Maguire, as Speed calls him.
Me? Wasn't that you?
No, Speed.
Oh, Speed. Sorry.
I want to, if you replayed the first goal, this guy had 2 easy opportunities. I'm not asking you to pass back. I'm not asking you to do the trick. Clear the ball.
Clears the ball. Yeah.
Just clear the ball. How has Welbeck have all the time in the world just to pass it through, goes to the top, guy passes back, and he just doesn't even need to. He just needs to stick his leg out, but he doesn't.
Well, you blame Maguire for that one, yeah?
Bro.
I
Look at it again. Look at it again, and look at Maguire's position. Before the ball even crosses the ball first time to go up top, all he has to do is kick it out. Plenty, no one near him. Second time, even when the ball goes past him, it's not like the ball went past him at a flash. The ball trickled. And all he needs to do is kick.
The first one you mentioned, I thought it was a great ball from João Pedro. I thought it was putting deep into the what did they used to call it? The corridor of uncertainty. They used to stick it right in there, and I thought it was a great ball to Matoma.
Shout out to Nat.
Nah, I'm sorry.
He put it in the mixer.
Robin, I hear you on the clearance because he missed it. But boy,
the first ball I thought was a brilliant ball. I thought there's no difference,
bro.
You go with Vin and you clear that, bro.
Clear the ball.
Clear the ball. You don't let it bounce in the penalty box. And nah, man.
Fair enough. I just thought it was a superb ball.
The second goal is a stinker. I've seen that.
The second goal, right,
brother.
It's a stinker.
No.
And this is where when I sat there, I said, you know what? You guys deserve to be bantered because this was an avoidable loss. This was such an unavoidable loss.
Yeah.
Right?
What was the left back doing?
Where is the left back? Where is the left centre back? Where is the right centre back? Where is everyone? Because
where is everyone?
Where is it?
We're 3 Brighton players. 3.
No. Can I explain what
all 3 of them had shots on goal?
Can I tell you what the left back did, Peter? This is so criminal, yeah? They have a corner. What's your new signing's name? Is it?
Mazraoui,
yeah? He's at the front post, yeah? Dalot is at the back. They've not cleared it, but they've cleared it. Robin, can you please explain to me what your guy was thinking, yeah? Dalot is defending Minter, whatever his name is. The left back has decided to leave his spot, run past both his centre backs, and decide to back up the right back. And he's left his post. He's left his post unattended. The centre back have not bothered to look behind to see, hey, but what's going on?
That's crazy.
The space. I couldn't believe it. I said, what? Is this how we lose? Is this how we lose? Not getting played off the park, not getting like chances or that stuff, not being battered, because the man them switched off.
And that's the thing. It's from a corner as well. So like your man them are there. Your man them are right there. It's not like it was on the play.
Do you know who I blame?
Who do you blame?
Ten Hag, Blad. Why do you keep taking off your centre back, Blad?
Can I chime in here? Because
someone explain to me why.
What do you mean? Why? Which one?
Maguire. What do you keep delete, bruv?
Because Maguire's on a yellow card.
Changing centre halves is crazy in a game if you're not injured.
Your centre half should never change.
That's crazy in a game if you're injured.
That's a sign of something gone wrong. But when Robin first questioned the defence, I looked at the back line that you finished the game with. Your new signing Mazraoui, your new centre back Matthias de Ligt, your best centre back from last season or best centre back at the club, arguably Martinez, and then you've got Dalot as the other fullback. I'm thinking, How does it get much better than that? Unless you're banking on an 18-year-old Euro to really change your fortunes in his first season.
Guys, you don't
like,
make
this is Man United's defense.
You forget that. What you call it? Okay, I don't know what Nat's on because that's just a lie. Yeah, that's just a full-on lie. But I'll ignore that. Anywho, remember this club at the moment, we still don't have a left back. Both of them are still out. Our centre backs, for me, you don't trust Maguire. You just don't. He has one good game out of 10, and that's just a fact. Name me. I've asked someone because I was in the shop the other day with Ernest, and he said, "No. You need to get Harry Maguire." I said, "Name 10 good Harry Maguire performances." I'll even drop it down to 5. Couldn't do it. Listen, this guy, he is just not good enough. It's just not good enough because it will cause you mistake.
Who would your starting centre? What would your back 4 be if it was down to you?
Had there not been injuries,
or back 5, whatever you decide. Yeah, whatever you decide.
If there's no injuries whatsoever, as much as I want him gone, it has to be the following. It has to be Luke Shaw, Euro, because De Ligt's not ready yet. Put no preseason whatsoever. Martinez and Mazraoui.
So, wow. I thought
Mazraoui's a right back, is he?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a right back.
I thought the plan
number 3 was throwing me off. Sorry, the number 3 throws me off.
Number 3 at right back's a bit of a stinker. But I thought the plan.
I
thought the plan was for Martinez to be the left back, and you've got Euro and De Ligt as your partnership for the next 5 years. No.
No, Martinez keeps his spot, so it's rotation between De Ligt and Euro.
Do you not think that's a bit of a red flag?
I thought Martinez was signed
really.
for the second half. To be fair,
rotation centre backs is a bit of a.
No, because you need to remember, you got Europa, League Cup, FA Cup, and the league. Bare games, I know that Thursday, you're going to have to rotate that very easily. I'm not saying every game, and I do agree. Changing during the game, fair enough. Do you know what I think it is? But if you told me who you want to start, De Ligt or Maguire, it's De Ligt all day.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, man. I'm worried for Manchester United because I didn't watch the Fulham game. I was out, but I sat and watched this whole 90 minutes. And the ease at which you guys were like level with Brighton, but then Brighton were more potent. Their midfield was Billy Gilmore and James Milner. You guys rocked up. You guys rocked up with Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount in a midfield 3.
So
and then Mount gets hooked off at half time. And I'm thinking to myself,
he's injured.
For that to be your midfield, fair enough. But the firepower in front of goal has to click. And my boy Marcus Rashford, goodness me. Woo. So Pierre said no shot on target for Rashford yet this season. Look, he almost had a goal of the season contender with
no shot on goal, mate.
But it didn't work out. One thing I do give credit for Ten Hag is Ahmad had a really bad first half. He was really poor, but he kept him on. And it just allowed him to grow in confidence a little bit, and then he affected the second half really well. But you don't have enough. My problem is you don't have enough established attackers that are going to perform to get the midfield out of jail. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I hear that. So let me respond to you on a couple of things. Number one, so it's season 10 of the Top 4 podcast. 10 years, well done. Right, yeah. We've been talking about Manchester United's midfield for about 4 of the 10 seasons now. I'm tired of it. I am tired of this.
Yeah. Oh dear.
This week, I hope, I'm praying, I'm on my knees that we can get this Ugarte thing over the line.
Why do you think he'll change your fortunes? Why?
Mount's. Why did we sign Mason Mount? We need Casemiro is on his last legs. And Bruno is more up top than in the middle. We need someone that can complement Kobbie Mainoo. That's just a fact. I'm not saying he's going to be the next thing in the world and he's going to be our world beater. But it's like we've got nothing in the middle. Absolutely nothing. I want someone there. Someone just be there.
What's he going to do?
Be there. It's at the middle because at the end of the day, we're having players from every single team having the space in midfield. There's no one there.
So what's his role? Is he pressing? Is he Kante role? Like his best at
It's more of a Kante role. It's more of a Kante role than anything.
Clean up mess.
Clean up. Kobe can't do it on his own. Kobe cannot do it on his own. I love him, but he has Casemiro next to him. He's doing 2 jobs at once at the moment.
I think
That's too much.
I think for a player like Kobe, it's really, really hard. I don't think he had the greatest game.
Way too hard.
But the problem is
way too hard.
The problem is, as Peter was saying, your manager is a definite flaw here. But Manchester United don't excel in any area of the pitch. If your goalkeeper has a stinker, I'm not surprised. If you concede 2 goals and your defenders are at fault, I'm not surprised. You and Ernest have been begging for that midfield to change for how long? And then when you look at the attack, you've got Højlund inexperienced, Garnacho inexperienced, Ahmad inexperienced, Xerxes inexperienced. And the one who's supposed to be the most experienced is just criminally out of form for the past year now. So it looks stark at Manchester United. Where do you see your fortunes changing, if any?
So for me, number one, I need, and this is why I agree with you guys on the manager, because he keeps bagging on and on and about having his team. He keeps saying, once I have my team, trust me, we will be there.
So when you see
my team, because obviously he's trying to get, he doesn't have his strikers, or he's trying to get Højlund. Xerxes new, I hear that, and all that stuff. Sorry, let me just start back, because you said about Ahmad. I was surprised he actually played, because his mum died the morning of the game.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
I heard it was his
Yeah,
step.
so,
is it his legit mum?
no, legit mum died.
I was hearing step, but okay.
So that's why.
I saw someone tweet biological, and I was confused as to why they said that. But yeah, it was his actual.
Yeah, I think he has like 2 mums or something
Maybe
like that.
two.
So like, yeah, but yeah, no, it's like. So I'm surprised that is. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but I'm like, bro, you don't need to play. But he got his goal, and fair enough. The loss on the weekend is a multitude of things. You can look at the subs, you can look at certain things, but I'm sorry. I look at individual players and I look at the team as a whole. You don't concede goals like that. Not in the 90th minute. You don't just leave gaps like that at the back and say, oh, this is the manager's fault. Bro, I am looking at you. Why is the left back in the middle of the pitch? Why are there 3 Brighton players? 3 in the 18-yard box. That box ain't big, but there's 3 players that are just roaming around. I'm sorry, that's just stupidity. That's just nonsense. Where do I see our fortunes turn around? Let's get these signings over the line. Let's see what he says if he has his team. Let's get the players that he wants, and then see where he goes from there. Because let's look at the positive of the games. When that disallowed goal happened, I thought that was brilliant. I thought that counter-attack was brilliant.
Oh yeah, it was.
Really I just thought that it was really, really unfortunate. I get the rule of the offside,
but
part of me
just like that in, man.
But part of me was like, when you see where he touches the ball, I'm like, the ball's over the line. Are we really doing that? Is it really?
Okay.
But yeah.
So to you, the ball was over the line. You're saying before
I thought the
touched
ball was over the line. Yeah.
No, Garnacho, you just banged that in, man.
But it wasn't over the line though.
But it wasn't. Yeah,
it wasn't.
I thought it was when it touched it, but yeah.
Yeah,
but it's just really, really unfortunate. I've never seen an offside like that before.
I've never seen anything like this before. That was so funny.
Garnacho banged that in the net, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't know what it is about Man United versus Brighton at the Amex, but there's always a controversy. There was a game, I think, in the pandemic, right, where United won the game after full time. Like, what the hell is going on there?
Yeah.
After the game, they won the match.
Man, that's the thing, bruv.
And moving like Formula One. I was sitting there like, hang on a minute, this isn't the result.
But there are also pockets of play that I'm seeing. Like in the last 2 games alone, I can say we've controlled the ball a lot more than I saw entirety of last season. The issues here.
This game against Brighton.
No, I said the last 2 games. Like last year was a cluster. We didn't have the ball, and when we did have the ball was gone in 10 seconds. So it was just like these last 2 games. I'm seeing what's going on. I can see some things, and I can see what he's trying to do, which is more control-based, more possession-based. At the same time, I'm like, some of these subs weren't it. Some of the decision-making is just like, yeah. So
these subs, man.
Overall, when you ask me how I feel, I just thought this was an avoidable loss. I'm more annoyed at how we lost it, and we could have left with a point.
Yeah, quite easily. Yeah. I think so. Cause I don't think Brighton were better than Man United per se. I thought United, to be fair, I mean, like you said, they had the 2 offside goals. Rashford being offside was a bit like, you know what?
This guy needs to learn to stop being offside. Every time there's in this game alone, every time there's a counter, he's offside.
Yeah, he's always offside.
Why are you always offside?
But they broke it down pretty well, whereby there were many times when he was onside, waiting to receive the ball, and he never got it, and he just got frustrated.
It's true. Like one thing I rate about your attackers is they were on the last shoulder permanently. They were waiting
on that shoulder. Yeah, they were waiting for it. And the thing is, no matter what United do, like whether they make transfers, whether they like look like they're improving, they score goals, they seem to be able to find the net better than what they did last season. But if there's one thing I can always bank on, it's like defense, because the defending was, I mean, the second goal, as we've already mentioned, I think was the worst piece of defending in Premier League history in terms of a ball getting whipped in. Oscar,
we're doing too much.
David's literally just watched the video. The defending for that second goal, Oscar, there are 3 Brighton players in the box. There's more Man United defenders than there are Brighton players, attackers, for example. And the attackers, Oscar, are unmarked. Under no circumstance in football can 3 Brighton defenders be unmarked on the far side.
It was 2. It was 2.
Okay, 2. But all the United defensive players that were defending the corner were from the penalty spot.
But you know why? Because Andringa, you don't know if he's gonna go right. Is he gonna go left? You just don't know. He's a techie baller, man, and he whipped.
You're giving them too much credit. That is all.
I'm not giving them any credit. He said it's the worst piece of defense, guys. It's not the worst piece of defending we've seen at Man United.
No, Joy is Oscar. It reminded me of what we were like, what Arsenal were like. Let's say like 2011, 12, 13. It reminded me of that Arsenal defending because we were prone to that.
It was shocking. And when I look at this, I just think Manchester United finished what? Where did you finish last year? Like 8th.
I'm going to Europe,
Yeah, only through the Europa League. I mean, through the winning the cup, the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, Endo says, Oscar, you see how low the standards are at United. They think they're improving because players are running around more.
See, Endo, who said there was improvement? Like, if you want to mention standards and stuff, I'm all here for the banter, but just say things that make sense. No one is out here saying, "Oh, Man United improving." We literally just talked about the defending. Are you seeing
what, though, Robin? Do you know something though? In the next game, if you've not got Rasmus Højlund, you have to not go with this. I don't know if it's the Bruno and Mount false 9.
No, the false 9. The false 9 needs to stop.
It needs to stop.
Play Xerxes. Just play Xerxes.
But do you know what? Do you know what it speaks to though? Do you know what that speaks to? It's a pandemic that stretches further than Manchester United. Not a single team is ready for this Premier League season to start. Not a single team was ready.
No, definitely not.
None of us were ready.
Definitely not.
Yeah, all of us are. The first game of the season, we're just playing who's fit.
It came quick. It did came quick.
We're just playing who's fit. None of us were ready for this league season.
Too many games, man.
Bro, and I can understand if a team has injuries. Fair play, a team's going to have injuries. But the fact that the players that played in international tournaments do not have enough match fitness going into the next season, it just tells you they're too close together. They're too close together.
They're way too
Guys
close.
can't play. Guys cannot play.
But you know what?
Managing minutes of players that played in the quarterfinals of the Euros.
Yeah.
It's too close.
You're right. I mean,
usually they get like a month off, innit?
Like, you're right about the sort of like in terms of the minutes, in terms of everybody playing and whatnot. What you're saying it stretches to. But when I was sort of specifically saying about Man United playing Mason Mount, they are trying to force this player in because they spent 70 million quid on him last season.
No.
And he's fit. And by the way, whilst he's fit, they're going to start him because they've got to.
They're not trying to force him in. It's Ten Hag's plan. Ten Hag wanted him, picked him out, handpicked.
But I think, ideally, I think if you were to ask Ten Hag, what's your thoughts on halftime, by the way, Verona against Juventus in Serie A?
Who's on that?
Goals from That man, Mr. Dusan Vlahovic.
Deuce.
He's the man, bro. Dusan Vlahovic and Savona. The thing is, they are forcing him in because as much as you say Ten Hag brought him in and it's his guy, I think if you asked him now, so look, if your full team is fit, everyone is fit, Mount doesn't start for Man United. Mount doesn't start for Man United.
In Ten Hag's team?
In Ten Hag's team, yeah.
I think he does. Maybe not in my team, but in Ten Hag's team.
If everyone's fit.
In Ten Hag's team, Ten Hag is not starting Mason Mount.
It depends. If they get a guy through the door,
I think he's starting him.
If they get a guy through the door, he's not starting.
Say again?
If a guy comes through the door, he's not starting.
No, let's leave a guy for 1 second. He's not a United player at the minute. Right, today, if he's playing at home, whoever your next game is, right? Mount is not starting that game. But he has to start. He spent £1 million on him.
Anyways, I hope Ernie, if this actually goes through, I hope Ernie pops a big bottle of champagne because obviously I put in the last night that the Scottish legend himself.
What's happening?
And I'm looking at Napoli and I'm like,
what's
really?
going on there?
You know what?
Really?
Okay. Do you know
Conte?
what? Do you know what? Robinho, we watched Serie A. Like, I hear it, blood. Under Conte, I kind of hear it.
No, but guys, it just highlights exactly what I've been saying since 2018. Antonio Conte is a criminal. There should be many warrants out for his arrest. Many.
Don't go all the way because people are already tired of him complaining at Napoli, right?
One week.
Think about it. The show he's entered, the horror show he's entered at Napoli at this moment in time, by the way, people. Okay, to the point where he's got 30 million quid to spend and he's spending it on Scott McTominay, Scotty Too Hotty, Scott McTominay. Guys, come on, read between the lines here. That's one of those transfers where it's like, okay, cool. This is how you lot want to do me. Cool, innit? I'm going over there. I'm going to go bring him because I remember him in the Premier League when I was manager at both Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur. Guys, read between the lines, man. This transfer is insane. It's insane.
You know, I've always been a fan of the Scotty T, and I'll follow him wherever he goes. Yeah, I've always been a fan. But this move stinks, and Napoli buying Lukaku as well, and it all stinks, man.
Like the fact that Conte wants to get rid of Osimhen and bring in Lukaku is crazy.
I don't think he wants to get rid of Osimhen.
I think that's a board thing. I think
he wants to, but check it. He wants Lukaku in it. Why?
Of course, he won the league with Lukaku.
But why does he want Lukaku? If you've got Osimhen in the books, why do you want Lukaku?
He wants him because they're going to sell Osimhen.
To who?
To whoever bids.
In case you haven't realized and noticed, remember what Osimhen was saying last season. Let's not forget. Osimhen was talking that big talk last season around March time. He says, "I've made my decision. I know exactly where I'm going." So why are we still at Napoli then in August the 26th? Huh? Why are you still at Napoli then? If you knew where you was going,
guys. If I say what I really want to say, the podcast will be locked off. I can't say it. I can't speak.
Interesting.
I can't speak.
Okay. I wonder where you're going with this.
It's John B. McKell, man. He makes me sick. But McNulty in Serie A might turn into hamster. Bro,
I like. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about now.
All right, listen.
Any more Man United?
Napoli. If he gets this over the line,
that's a stroke of genius. 30 million quid.
I'll be happy with that. But there's nothing else really more to say. It's an annoying L. It's recoverable because it's only game week 2, but it's annoying. That's all I can really say.
Fair. It's early doors, but it's just. At the end of the day, the results are United have won 1, lost 1 already.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You're just like, come on. What's happening here? To Brighton as well. And the thing is, you're going to be playing teams.
They are our bogey team. For some odd reason, they are.
Yeah.
They beat us 5 times out of the last 6 games. That is
crazy. Are you serious?
I'm not joking.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had that good of a record. I thought like you lot have got a couple.
No.
Blah, blah.
No. So bogey team.
You lost 5 of the last 6 to Brighton.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. That's incredible. Incredible scenes. Any more before we move?
We can move on.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
I'll tell you who had a bad record last season. at Aston Villa. It was the Arsenal. This time we've turned it round. Arsenal winning 2-0 at Villa Park. David, I'm sure you were filled with scenes of glorious emotion.
Yeah, you talk to me, bro. This guy.
It was a bit shaky at the start.
I'm not with that.
I had to check Peter, yeah. Why is Peter in the group chat saying we should be banging this relegation? What's wrong with this guy, bro?
Because do you know what?
Did you explain that statement? I didn't understand that.
Cool. Here's one thing I love about, like, how can I put it? When you're not on social media, you're not on watching TV, you're not listening to commentary or anything like that, you don't have any influence of any kind when you're watching the game. Because I'm just talking purely raw from where I was, not necessarily like hearing other people or whatever else. People around me were getting a little bit antsy and were a bit like, oh, for flip's sake, yeah. Whereas to me, the first thing that kind of hit me was, look, Villa are at home, right? They're up now with the big dogs. They're playing amongst us. And I'm thinking, especially with what they did to us last season, home and away, what I saw before my eyes in the first half an hour of the game was a classic Unai Emery, right? Friggin' at home against the big team, and he's sitting back. He's not attacking us. And last season, I mean, you would be forgiven for him doing that because, you know, Villa weren't a big side necessarily. But the thing is, the reason I called them relegation fodder was because they just looked like I was seeing McGinn in the midfield. He's obviously had a good summer because, my God, he's putting about 20 pounds. But Tielemans' shorts were huge, like boxing shorts. These players were there to be eaten. Oh, no, I'm not having in that midfield. So I looked at the game and I'm like, you know, these men are there to be taken alive, bro. But purely because I don't think they put their foot on the gas. Whereas if Villa put their foot on the gas, I think Villa could really hurt some teams this season. What's his name? Morgan Rogers. Fantastic. That is the one probably outstanding player for Villa on the day. Absolutely fantastic. The guy looked at Partey and Rice and treated them like dead food. Dealt with them too comfortably. All game comfortably dealt with them, right? So fair play to him. And he was the one setting up Ollie Watkins and whatnot. He was causing real havoc.
Watkins should have scored. He had a bad day.
Watkins had an absolute stinker.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's two misses from Ollie Watkins there.
Yeah, that's a stinker.
Absolute stinkers.
That first miss though.
That first one was a stinker. The first one, because
you know what's so funny? As soon as
how did it start? How did they get the ball?
Gabriel gave it away, mate.
Gabriel mistake. Oh, crazy.
So shut up. Saliba and Gabriel, obviously, because here's what was happening, Dave. Yeah, in the beginning, Saliba and Gabriel were passing the ball to each other about 20 times a minute.
Bro,
because nobody was moving. Right? Villa were like, "Cool, you lot can have the ball." We were like, "Raw, okay." But then our players are getting marked in midfield. Our players are not getting. There's no space. There's no movement of any kind. And I thought, geez, if this is what Villa are showing up with, then they'll be good. They'll be lucky to stay in this division by the way they play. Because the thing about the Premier League, what I do like, yeah, even if you play like a Palace or you play a Fulham, a Bournemouth, whatever, they play football. They take the ball and they go. Villa act like they're a relegation side when they're a top 4 side from last season. Top 6 side for competing, you know what I'm saying? And they weren't really coming out with the ball. And we were just, we were, don't get me wrong, on the other hand, you could look at it as Arsenal were getting nullified because Saliba and Gabriel were constantly on the ball. But, you know, and obviously,
he was trying the same tactic that he done at the Emirates. I think that's why he said, okay, let me just.
The thing is, away from home, David, totally understandable. If you go away to the Emirates or you go to the Etihad, or you go to Old Trafford, places like this, right? Anfield, I can totally understand that formation. Bro, this man came first home game of the season. Against Arsenal at home. You can put a marker down. You can say, look, Villa, we're here to be for real. But it was but David, the Villa football was what we witnessed week in, week out under Emery at Arsenal. Week in, week out, we witnessed it. We were going to teams where we could go out there and kill, because we got Aubameyang up front, by the way. And Aubameyang and Lacazette at that time were lethal together. We could go out there and kill teams off, but we didn't. We chose not to. So in my opinion, I didn't really think that Arsenal were in any danger or trouble unless we were gonna give them the ball, like we did with Gabriel, right? And he got muscled down. And even then, I always felt like, even when it happened, it happened in slow motion when Gabriel lost the ball.
Because it was like, you know, he should have scored, but he's had a stinker.
He should have scored. Oh no, he should have scored. He should have scored.
You can't give away those chances. We got away with one. You can't do it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Then obviously, in the second half where David Raya pulls out,
no, but that's another one.
Like you just think
you put it straight at him.
No, but he could be. Do you know what? Yeah, he could be forgiven for that. Shall I tell you why? Because in real time, guys,
no, I hear you.
I watched Onana's ball, yeah, deflect, hit the bar, and we were bricking ourselves. We saw it hit the bar, come down, and we said the next thing we said is, how has he missed that? The same way Ollie Watkins missed the first half. The Arsenal fans, I mean, the Watkins miss in the first half, the Arsenal fans were jeering. We're like, hey, he's freaking shanked it, right? But the second one, we were like, how has he missed that? How, like, Raya didn't even get like a chant after that. Normally, if somebody does something great, they get a chant. Raya didn't even get one because it was more so the disbelief that Watkins missed it from 6 yards out.
I think it's a weird one because I think
as well. Like,
I think the first chance is harder than the second. Sorry, the first chance is easier than the second chance.
Yeah.
But the second chance is like there's more of a disbelief of like, how did he actually not score?
You got to bury your dinner, man.
You have to finish your food, bro.
But you know what, Oscar? I'd say the second one was easier to finish because Raya was on the floor.
Glaze session, man.
It was on the floor.
Raya, top 5 save of all time. No, it's not.
I know, man. Come on.
It's up there.
He loves to glaze Arsenal, man. Any opportunity.
No, bro. Like I said,
but anyway,
time.
I'm happy with the result. I'm not liking this all Arsenal love boy powerhouse team. Relax. It's the second game of the season. We've got 36 games to go, including Champions League. Balance. I need some balance. We're using too much energy.
Guys, listen. Villa away. David Villa away.
Calm down. I know we lost. They've done the double over us last season. Listen, get in the mode. It's going to be a longer, hard season, bro. Let's put the points on the table. As I've always said, after January, that's where it counts. Listen, but good result. I need 2 people to up their Viva though.
Who?
I need 2. Martinelli.
Hey, I was waiting for you to bring him up. Peter.
Pete, how was he? Because I didn't watch a lot of
this.
I'll be honest with Martinelli, yeah.
And I'll give him a break, Peter. Now let me finish. The inverted left back is not helping him. I won't lie. Because Saka is getting white bombing down that right.
Facts.
This inverted winger thing. For him, it's not. He needs to work on his game still. I won't lie to you, bro.
It's a good point, actually. Because
another one, Odegaard, you see number 8. I need you to stop missing them bread and butter chances, bro. I've seen your
I think that's his 5th one at Villa Park.
Bro,
it's a fast. He misses
that De Bruyne Lampard area. I need you to start finishing, though.
I need you to start finishing.
Yeah,
I need to start finishing because he has a customary open goal miss at Villa Park. It's there. Go look at the archives. There's a combination of every Villa Park or open goal he's missed since he joined Arsenal. It's a farce.
And in that position, that Lampard position where my man has played a clean ball, all you have to do is finish it, and he's blazed it over.
We looked at it like, how is he? Because you know how Bissouma scored his goal on the weekend, right? It was one of those ones where he's like when you're at a stadium and you're watching the game, you realize how like easy it is to score. Does that make sense? Because the goal is so massive, the goal's
so big,
and like you're quite close as well. Like them directions where you're shooting from. I know it's called, outside the box looks crazy far. Outside the box is not far. Like it's actually quite near the goal. And when you're seeing them sky, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Target. I'm thinking, come on,
but Martinelli. You. Because when Trossard come on, I'm just like, yo, brother, what are you doing, bro? And I love the arrogance. I won't lie. I love Trossard's arrogance. Hey.
You know what it is, yeah? It was so quick. When he scored, obviously, his goal, first touch, bang, yeah? It was the fact that did you see his movement before he got the chance to touch it in? Yeah. He's calling for the ball for ages, right? Not getting it. Saka's not looking up. He doesn't want no part of it. Then he sort of darts into like the penalty area. And it's like, you'd never see Martinelli do that kind of move. And I don't know whether Martinelli's just lost a bit of confidence since the injuries, and then he's got competition on that left. I don't know if it's like a combination of both.
But this is what I was asking. This is what I said last week.
Tune the base. We need him to.
But this is what I said last week when I said when Trossard came on and was showing, I was like, why are you guys not starting this guy? I know
he's so good off the bench. That's the problem.
You know what it is, yeah? It's to stretch the play in it. Because obviously, against us, because we're going to have the ball in it, everyone's just gonna keep compact in it. And so, and then obviously bringing Martinelli off the bench, he's easy to defend against at the moment, bruv. He's not like Doku or Savinho who can just twist man up. He's got, he needs to up his Viva, mate. He needs to work on his game, bro.
The alarm bell started ringing for Martinelli when Trossard come on against Everton at Goodison Park last season. It was around like the 3rd or 4th away game last season. And he scored the goal he scores is outrageous. And I was like, you know what? Either he's just superb coming off the bench, or he needs to start games. You know what I mean? It's one of those two where it's a good problem to have. Martinelli knows he needs to step his game up. So I firmly believe that he will. I firmly believe that he will not want to lose his place. And you know what? Credit to Mikel in terms of like giving him the opportunity to come back.
But at the moment, bruv, it's not working. They need to figure because we're going to need him, bruv.
Thing is, Brighton at home next, right? For us on the weekend, 12:30 as well. Brighton must be loving this.
What, Saturday? 12:30? That's prime viewing.
It's them ones where like, do you start Trossard? Do you start Martinelli? Like you said, Martinelli offers something different because he stretches defense, whereas Trossard likes to play inside, which suits the defense. You know what I mean? But he's good at picking pockets. He's good at finding space, and he's quite lethal. He doesn't take too many touches. It's like there was a ball that happened in the Villa game. It went over the top, and his first touch, deft touch, it was lovely. Literally took on the ball, and then he crossed it across the goal, and everyone missed it. And it was like, for flip's sake, how is nobody finishing that? Because it was a lovely ball by Trossard. But yeah, bro, like at the end of the day, like this is Arsenal away from home through and through, bro. We go to grounds and tell man, yo, sit down, bro. This is us. Saliba's tackle on Jacob Ramsey towards the other, you know, when they're going up the other end.
I'm not worried about our defense now. Saliba has got us. There's no need to chat. I don't need to defend.
What about Gabriel?
Gabriel, I'll allow you one. I'll give it a blind. Defensively, I'm not stressed. It seems Arsenal have shown me we know how to defend in it. It's just everything up front, in the middle. Okay,
you know what?
We need to turn up, bro. And I won't lie, when I was, because I watched the game from thing, I am not our bench blood. He's another one that is,
When Smith-Rowe's gone,
one and that our bench is looking kind of
looking sus.
It's a bit smelly, bro. And with Jesus now getting injured again, I can't trust Partey to stay fit the whole season. I'm just like, yo.
No, you can't. You can't.
Please, Mateta. My man doesn't like a particular winger. Please bring him. Bring him.
What?
If you got the funds, immediately.
We're from Chelsea.
From Chelsea. If he's not needed there, see, that's the kind of thing where I need you shopping in there, not in the bins. I need to go on the shelf.
That's literally the bin.
No, it's not the bin, bruv. Okay. That one, I would take that one.
All right, I'll take that one as a backup for Saka.
All right, man.
Hey, Endo's brought up Thomas Partey, so we can only bring up Emi Martinez. Bro, let me tell you something, yeah. The away end was in full form. Great form from the Arsenal away end.
What, you don't hate Martinez, yeah?
Emi Martinez got a barrel of abuse all game. And he's got it ever since he left.
Because he talks too much, innit?
He's a waste man, bro. He's an absolute waste man. But the thing is, there was a moment when he was getting pelters because it was after the Thomas Partey goal, yeah? And he's just standing there, not looking at the crowd, definitely avoiding looking at us.
Yeah,
and he's standing there. And he's getting rinsed. When I tell you the fans, there was about 6 songs for him. Like, man was just getting creative on the spot, and the whole crowd were just gathering pace. And I was standing there thinking,
what did he say?
Like 2S for Arsenal. You're 2S. Was it 2? Yeah, 2S for Arsenal. You're just 2S for Arsenal. 2S for Arsenal.
Do you think that's true, though?
Yeah, he is. And then, he's going to cry in a minute. He's going to cry in a minute. There was that one. Then it was obviously, Emi Martinez. And then S. Aaron Ramsdale, because that's how we started it with him. You're just a S. Aaron Ramsdale. S. Aaron Ramsdale.
Why are you bringing Ramsdale with you?
And then S. David Raya. You're just a S. David Raya. And then I think it was even Arteta thinks you're S. Even Arteta thinks you're right. Bro, he was getting pelters. When I say to you, we spent about 10 minutes on him, just on him after that Partey goal.
I don't think I don't think it's like he has to hold that for the chat that he gives.
Yes,
So I think he has to hold it. And number two, he's not in the worst scenario ever. He's only losing this game. At the end of the day,
Oscar's the second time he's given us a goal. He gave us a goal to Jorginho, and then this.
It's bad, but you still wouldn't take it back. Like
it's the fact that
him leaving Arsenal was the best thing that ever happened in his career. So
not really, bro. I don't think so. Because I genuinely think if he stayed, because look at it, yeah, Leno didn't even last long. He left and we signed the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but
his issue was that Mikel couldn't guarantee that he would start games. Leno was not going to start ahead of Martinez.
Listen,
like that weren't going to happen.
Well, according to you, it was. I was trying to tell you Leno was crap. You didn't listen to me.
Anyway, he's got his Copa America.
But he easily would have been. But the fact of the matter is, Oscar says it would have been it's a better move. I genuinely believe had he stayed, he'd be Arsenal's number one.
What would happen? What would have happened?
What do you mean? It would have been Arsenal's number one, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you've won the same things.
Yeah, but he would have won the World Cup with Argentina anyway, even as Arsenal's number one.
What I'm saying is him.
It should be at Villa then. You're saying he should be at Villa over Arsenal.
Yeah, because he backed himself and he made the move. He made the move.
Bro, you got two choices. You could be number one at Arsenal, number one at Villa. You should choose Villa.
Peter, Arsenal signed a goalkeeper, then signed another goalkeeper.
Oscar, they signed Ramsdale after Martinez went, bro. What's the matter with you?
Then you signed Raya.
Yeah, but we signed Raya the following season.
Exactly.
Ramsdale wasn't good enough.
He's been Villa's number one the entire time.
Do you think if Emi Martinez was there, we'd still sign David Raya? Is that what you
guys thought Ramsdale was better than him?
Well, obviously we didn't. We wanted Raya. We wanted Martinez to stay. He chose to leave. What are we doing?
Anyway, he made the right choice, bro. He made the right choice.
Anyway, good start, 2 from 2, no goals conceded. I got no complaints.
Yeah, the only point I was making about Martinez, was that I felt sorry for him at one point where when he's getting mid-pelter, yeah? This is a boy who played for Arsenal for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? He was an Arsenal guy for 10 years. And the fans loved him. No, Oscar, he started talking trash, blood. Don't come with that.
No, but everyone who plays for Arsenal, they leave and you guys treat them like crap. So that's
not true. Not true. Emile Smith-Rowe, Thierry Henry.
Emile Smith-Rowe. He said your club legend, Thierry Henry, your greatest Premier League player ever.
There's a penalty at the what stadium is this?
This deflection. Finish your point, Oscar.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a penalty now. I've got to give you the news.
Girona versus Juventus. No one cares about that.
Bro, I care deeply.
I'm sure you do. But anyway, look, Martinez, like Endo is saying here, he got Villa in the top 4. If he stayed at Arsenal, the highest he would have achieved is getting Arsenal in the top 4 also. So what difference does it make?
Because one's Villa, one's Arsenal, you moron.
It don't mean nothing until you win the league.
Anyway.
Hey, I have a question. Did Villa actually just put out their UCL trophy just for you?
Brother!
No. This is another one of Arsenal.
I'm asking because I thought that's funny.
No, Oscar, don't try it. Oscar, don't try it.
Main characters.
Oscar, don't try it. Villa have never shown us their Champions League trophy for the last 30 years.
Because they ain't in the Champions League. This is the first season back in the Champions League.
Their first home game.
Has that always been there?
No.
Has it always been there?
No.
Bro, I've never seen it.
They were trolling you then.
Nah, they said, we're back in the big time now. We are a Champions League side. Every home game, the Champions League trophy's there.
You know what? They had a good chant back and forth with the Arsenal fans, to be fair, right? Because obviously, Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. Arsenal fans singing Champions of Europe, you weren't even born. Yeah. Then they sang Champions of Europe, you won't be alive. I said, I said, you know what? That's the one I had to give. I said, hats off. I said, you can't say anything to that. Man said, Champions League, you won't be alive.
Also, Champions League, you weren't even born is a bit harsh. When did they win the Champions League?
In the 80s, isn't it? But it was 80s. We weren't talking to like full, like balding men. Like we were talking to frigging, like, you know what I'm saying? 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds,
60-year-old kids.
Oh, mate.
They've
got two.
I hope you rebuked that, yeah?
Have they got two? Is it two they got? I thought they had only got one.
Pia, did you rebuke? You didn't rebuke, yeah?
I think they've got two.
Yeah, the Champions League, you won't be alive.
Bro, I retracted. Arsenal.
Nonsense from Endo. Villa put in their CL trophy is shameless because most of the fans in the stadium didn't witness it. So what?
To be fair, like, did most of the fans not witness it? I guess.
First of all, I'm not even sure that's true because probably most of their season ticket holders are.
I know they won a Super Cup.
Oscar, the 80s though.
Yeah.
Like they won it in like what, 82, Robin? Is that correct?
Yeah, 1982.
All you have to be is 40 plus.
Yeah, but 82, blood, that's stretchy.
Bro, most of their season ticket holders are probably above 40.
Just to confirm, guys.
Even if none of them witnessed it, it's the club. The club is Aston Villa. Why would it not own their history? I don't really get it.
It was so funny. Ironically, on the same day, Birmingham City were playing Leyton Orient in League One, which I forgot Birmingham got relegated from the Championship. Birmingham playing Orient in League One, and a couple of the fans seeing us at the service stations, they were like, "Make sure you piss on the Villa." I was like, "Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, all right. Cheers. See you later, mate. Have a safe journey." There was about 20,000 of them, bro. I was thinking, Jesus, you're gonna have more Birmingham City fans than frigging Orient fans. But just to give you guys a heads up, Dusan Vlahovic converted the penalty, makes it 3-0 to Juventus. Any more on Arsenal?
Oscar, you'd have to be born in the mid-70s to Villa's win Lowick. But I like, who cares? The fact is, the club was alive then. It's like
the club has a European trophy.
The club
not
has
many teams do. Not many teams have that.
Oscar, keep it a buck with me though, innit? I never seen that Champions League from Villa in donkeys.
Well, we always knew Villa were European champions. We always
but to pull it out, first Oscar, I bet that's the last time they put it out.
No, it's gonna be there all season.
It will be there for every Champions League.
It'll be there for every Champions League.
Every Champions League for Arsenal.
I'm not saying it's for Arsenal. I'm just saying, right? Why have you brought it out? Look, they'll bring it out for every Champions League game, no doubt.
If Chelsea go 50 years without winning a Champions League and we find ourselves back in the Champions League in 2074, you better wheel out that 2012 Champions League because we're back in the big time, baby. And I will be alive to witness it. So I don't care if there's kids that ain't seen it. This is my club. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal, you go to the Arsenal stadium, they've got, we won the league in 1939 on the flipping banners.
We don't wheel it out at the start of the season, or do we? Wait there.
At your stadium, it has years of all the times you've won the league.
Oscar,
you have
there.
Pre-World War II league titles that you're parading around your stadium.
When you walk up the tunnel of the Emirates, do you see a Premier League trophy from 1931? No, you don't.
What's the difference?
Like, you don't even see it from 2004.
What you got? Why
you don't even see it from 2004? Oscar, and by the way, Oscar, ours is gold. We don't even wheel that one.
Oh my God! Look, around the stadium, you've got every date of any time you won something significant.
Yeah, like every stadium has. Every stadium does that. Every stadium.
Man can't celebrate their trophy.
Oscar,
I don't get it.
Brought out the trophy, blood. No, Oscar, you're not hearing the same thing here. Guys, they brought out the trophies, blood.
So if it's in the club museum, what?
Museum, leave it in the museum then.
It was in the tunnel. It's not like they brought it out to the front of the pitch to show the fans.
Man, them left it. Man, them took it from. And by the way, I saw it outside as well. It was outside before kickoff, right?
Yeah, but it was outside the
before kickoff.
Hey, that's bad.
FA Cup
outside is bad.
Wait, next to the FA Cup. When did they win the FA Cup?
Trust me, I was baffed. I was like, right, they won the FA Cup.
I don't think Villa have won the FA Cup in my lifetime.
To be fair, if you're a European champion, you must have won an FA Cup at some stage in your career, surely. Oscar, they had the Emirates FA Cup outside the ground and the Champions League. I said, right, okay, cool. That's their thing. Let them do their thing. And then wheeled it out in the tunnel. Piss off.
The words we're using is petty. Like Endo saying, you know what Villa done is petty. How is it petty? Like, I get if you're saying like, act like you've been here before. Act like you've been here before. I hear that, but don't say it's petty. Like,
you see what City done opening like their first home game, right? No, they have all their trophies out that they won last season. Yeah. I hear it. First time the fans get to see the trophy. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
you won the trophy in 1982, blood.
What did Villa win last season? And what did Villa ever win?
You don't have to wheel out anything, Oscar. You don't see us wheeling out the 2004 gold trophy, do you?
Yeah,
we don't wheel it out.
Well,
get out, you mug. Oscar, we celebrated 20 years of the Invincible season. Did you see us wheel out the trophy?
Oh, yeah, well, I saw documentary after documentary about it.
We can do documentary. Documentary's fine. Documentary is fine.
Nat said there is a difference between bringing it out for a league game which has zero relevance to the trophy. No, this is what they're going to do every home game this season.
No, they're not, Oscar. I'm telling you now, they're not. Oscar, every Champions League game, I agree with you. Champions League game,
every home game. Guys, the Villa tunnel this season, now it just has the Champions League there. That's part of the tunnel.
Oscar,
that's what it is.
Oscar, if it doesn't, you owe me a bill, blood. You owe me a bill if it doesn't.
Do Nottingham Forest wheel out their trophy? No, because Nottingham Forest won the Champions League this year. You morons! Come on, guys.
Oscar,
put 2 and 2 together.
Oscar, when Man United are in the Champions League every single season, when Chelsea are in there every single season, when City are there, they're not wheeling it out, are they?
When was the last time Aston Villa qualified for the UEFA Champions League?
Oscar, in the Premier League game. In the Champions League game, I'm with you. Not in the Premier League game, which they ain't won. They ain't won a Premier League title.
Guys, let them cook, man. Let them cook.
What was I going to say? Speaking of Champions League.
Yes.
Are you playing the new anthem, Peter?
I haven't been given it actually. Wait, they're changing the anthem?
No. It's updated. It's updated.
I was about to say.
How do you know
it says it's still the majority is the same, but it's a bit.
I haven't been given it yet. UEFA need to hurry up. The thing is, I think they're waiting until the draw's done, which, by the way, I find hilarious. Like, there's a Champions League.
I cannot wait for the new draw.
But think about it. What's the point of a draw when we know the teams? Like, we're in one league. Imagine a Premier League draw.
No, it's because you don't play everyone, obviously.
True that. But like, imagine
and also, there's nobody's drawing balls anymore. It's just like Football Manager.
It's just computer. One gets picked.
Football Manager.
Can I tell you what's a stinker though?
Bang, 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 bang.
Can I tell you what's a stinker though? For the working man, you know what's a stinker? It's at 5 p.m. So I'm gonna stay behind? No, I ain't. I'm getting home.
When is it?
It's at 5 p.m. on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, let's move on.
No, it'll be interesting to see how the Champions League works. Because
let's talk about teams that are not in the Champions League this season. Chelsea.
As I said earlier, guys, they're not in my bottom 3 because I think they'll be all right. But watch Wolverhampton, people.
Listen, Robinho, I might have to yield, bro, because then Wolves' next fixtures are horrific. Oscar's upset because we're not talking about Chelsea, so
we'll give him all the time in the world. He deserves all the praise.
How dare you? How dare you?
We care about Wolves, mate.
We care about Wolves.
Some monkeys. Some monkeys about Wolves. First of all, the best player in the Arsenal game, we didn't even discuss once. The best player in the whole game, we didn't even talk about it once. We just spoke about Arsenal for 40 minutes. And then the team of the week gets to talk. And you guys want to talk about Wolves? All right, go ahead. Have your Wolves chat. All right, we'll.
Let's dive in. Mateus Cunha and Strand Larson.
Let's talk about Strand Larson because he's a player. I'll say that.
Listen. You know what? Wolves finally have a centre forward, guys. They've finally got a centre forward. They've been waiting. But Strand Larson, I'm all for it, mate. Oscar, Chelsea winning 6-2 away at Wolverhampton Wanderers after what was quite an interesting weekend in the Premier League last time out with Man City. You seem to have turned the table. I don't know. 2 wins on the bounce against Servette in the Conference League.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but with the phenomenon of everybody working from home, the weekend now starts on a Thursday night. And that's where it started for Chelsea. We hosted Servette in the Champions League.
What country are they from?
They're Swiss.
I was going to ask you.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too obscure, is it?
Not bad. Flights to Geneva.
The thing is, let's keep it a buck about Swiss football, yeah? Let's keep it a buck. Name me 3 Swiss teams.
I couldn't tell you any of them.
FC Basel, young.
Obviously, Robinho's well cultured. Obviously, we know he knows.
Every time we're in the Champions League, we get a young boys or an FC Basel. For some odd reason, we are always off to Switzerland. Why? I don't know.
The thing I don't understand.
Always off to Switzerland.
Switzerland's quite highly ranked in terms of as a national football team. You know, everyone takes them seriously. Blah blah. They're a last 16 quarterfinal kind of team. But then, like in the Champions League, bruv, that man get no ratings for that domestic league whatsoever. It's like the worst league in the world. But yeah, Oscar playing the Swiss.
Points were players were getting their minutes in, and one player who got his minutes in that game was obviously Noni Madueke. Came off the bench, bagged a goal with his right foot. You're thinking, maybe he should start on the weekend. The weekend comes, Wolverhampton. Listen, First half, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we ran into a bit of trouble. The game was end to end basketball settings. Wolves put pressure on us. Every time we scored, they scored back. And I think in the midfield, Enzo and Caicedo, I don't know, man. I didn't have much faith in it. Caicedo was just having a bad game. He would get the ball in the middle of the park, and whenever he receives the ball, it seems like Enzo wants to be ahead of him in the 8 or attacking. So whenever Caicedo lost the ball, it was like he was the last line before the defenders, and then Enzo would just be tracking back, and Enzo's not the quickest. So we kept having transitional situations when Caicedo would lose the ball. He made about 3 or 4 mistakes in the first half that was really, really bad, and then we were on the back foot, and it just looked like an end-to-end basketball game in which we had no control. So it was very, very scary. Obviously, big up Nick Jackson for his goal in the first minute. But they replied, like I was saying, Strand Larsen, bro. He got an assist that just got ruled out for offside, and then he got his goal. True number 9 player. And you know me, I'm about the nines. I'm not so worried about Wolves as you guys are. I don't like I said, they're playing two very, very top sides to start the league. The draw has not been kind to them at all. So yeah, I'm not ready to be doom and gloom for Wolves. I think they've got a good manager and good players. However, when it came to that second half, Chelsea just turned it on, bro. They just turned it on. They just said, we're just going to start attacking, and there's nothing you can do about it. Firstly, Palmer's goal was...
Yeah, what changed, though? What was it all of a sudden? I mean, by the way, Sky Sports had a stinker not having this game on TV.
It's a disgrace.
They had a stinker.
It's a disgrace. To show Bournemouth versus Newcastle, it's nice to know them checks are still coming in from the Saudis, because Newcastle on TV yet again.
They weren't last week, in fairness.
Yeah, but the only reason I'll allow it is because their kit is sensational. But other than that, I don't know why Chelsea were not on TV against Wolves. Obviously a good game. But yeah, no, Chelsea showed their quality. And I think part of the discussion we had last week where Peter was forcing me to be upset about the prospects of this squad coming up. And I was like, guy, I can't see the negative side of this squad. I think it's very, very talented. We've got very, very top players. And I think when I say top players, I think everybody can agree, oh yeah, Neto's top, Cole Palmer's top. But Noni Madueke is someone I've been screaming about Noni for a long time on this podcast, telling you guys, like, look, let this kid cook. Let this kid cook, man. He's dangerous, bro. He's like, and everyone's saying, "Oh, he's found the right foot." I was telling you guys from ages, man had a right foot in his locker.
Right, he's left-footed in general.
He's left-footed, and people say, I remember once Assad said in a comment here, "Oh, he's too left-footed." I said, "No, he's not, bro. Give him the ball on his right, he'll slap it." And he scored 2 with his right yesterday, and the one he scored in the Conference League was on his right foot as well. So he's developed that thing where it's like defenders don't know how to handle him. Is he going to cut in on his left and have the easy bottom corner shot, or is he going to turn on his right and smash it? Like there's not much you can do. And I think a lot of Chelsea fans were saying to me, oh, in their best 11, Palmer was playing right wing. Even in the Euros, if you guys remember, there was this whole Palmer versus Saka debate thing that was going on. People were like, oh, Palmer should be playing ahead of Saka. And I said, no, if Palmer's to play, it's not in replace of Saka, it's with Saka. Palmer should be the number 10. That's his position. Palmer is not a winger. Palmer does not like taking on players. Palmer's not necessarily very quick. He's not going to, go one-on-one with the fullback. That's what you want a winger to do. And that's exactly what Noni Madueke is going to do every single time he gets the ball. So the balance of those two, I think Noni, in his game, there's a lot of limitations there. I can see why people don't think he's the greatest. But with a player like Palmer and his threat on the wing, guys, magic can be made. Yeah, man. I listened back to the podcast from last week and I was just like, I can't be upset with a loss to City when I look at the team and I just see Joao Felix, Pedro Neto, Palmer, Nkunku, Noni Madueke. Even Jackson got a goal and assist yesterday. Like
seeing Neto cross to Joao Felix, and I was like, they're fully celebrating together. By the way, how comes? And the celebration was sensational. By the way, the way even Neto sat up and was like,
yeah, put his legs in there. What's that?
Hug me, baby. Why? How comes the Wolverhampton Wanderers crowd didn't like boo Neto every time he touched the ball? Like that surprised me.
I don't see why they would.
How it's just customary.
It's your Arsenal mentality.
No, it's not Arsenal mentality. It's just and Douglas Luiz is coming on for Juventus, making his debut. No, the thing is, it's normally like pantomime, isn't it? It's normally just like a bit of pantomime. But I just noticed every time he got the ball, and the fact and also what surprised me was Neto, how he celebrated, of course, with his Chelsea players.
Oh,
I
yeah,
I was like, oh, okay, there's something clearly that's
he didn't even score. I understand if he scored and he went a bit mad. He got an assist and celebrated like
proper.
Wolves hated him.
Yeah, that's what I didn't quite understand. Like Wolves weren't booing him, but then he was celebrating, and I was like, something doesn't add up here. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but it don't add up.
It was interesting. It was interesting, but I was very impressed with. I'm very impressed with Maresca ball in general, man. We're just seeing certain things that I wasn't seeing under Poch. For example, he seems to have nailed his 2 centre backs starting, which is going to be Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwill as the 2 centre backs. Colwill was so good yesterday, so good. Defensively, I think there's work to be done in the whole back 4 setup, along with the midfielders. But Colwill's distribution going forward is very, very beneficial to the way that we build up. So I'm a big fan of that. Assad says Caicedo and Enzo, I hate them both. Look, it's not look, it's not great. It's not great. There's work to be done for sure. There's work to be done. He also says this inverting thing is pissing me off. It doesn't suit us defensively. Gusto looks so rubbed this season. I think in the first half, Gusto struggled. He did. But in the second half, we got to grips with it, man. I don't think it's something to worry about. Like I was saying before, man, we're coming to this season and the teams are just not ready. They're not at full pelt. We've got so many players that can't play 60 minutes. Neto is not starting games because he never played no preseason. Flipping and Nkunku can't play 90 minutes because he never played no preseason. So it's like we're not final form Chelsea yet, and I love the way that we're attacking with this freedom, and it just looks like it's meant to be. Assad said, "No, the second half was the most enjoyable Chelsea performance I've seen in years. That Felix goal with Neto assisting still has me smiling. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm smiling all the way to the bank just because my Noni take was cash money, man. It was cash money." Sam Lewis says, Chelsea not on TV. Do you have a shirt sponsor to show off yet? No, we don't have a shirt sponsor. The answer is
guess what, Sam? They're not on TV next week either. Hi-yo. When they're home to Crystal Palace.
Home to Palace. And not on TV.
1:30 kickoff as well. Not even a 2 o'clock. You're a 1:30. You're a 1:30 job. You better get your ticket, Oscar, if you haven't got it already there, mate.
I haven't got a ticket. I don't know if I'll be there. That's mad. That's absolutely mad.
There's a reason why you're not on TV, though. To be fair, this weekend's fixtures are quite saucy.
Fair enough. I'll be the judge of that. Peter, do you understand some of my sentiments from last week after watching this week's performance of us completely decimating Wolves in that second half? Do you see where some of my optimism lies? Because after listening back to the podcast, there was a lot of times where you couldn't fathom why I was so positive about the quality that this team possesses this season as opposed to last season.
It depends. What is your actual ambition for Chelsea this season? If it is the case, then definitely no optimism. Why would there be? Definitely not optimism, because what I saw from this game against Wolves, I thought, okay, look, fair enough. Chelsea scored 6 goals, obviously decimated Wolves, but then there was also, that first half doesn't just escape. We can't just delete the first half, because that first half could come again in another game, right? And I think Chelsea may or may not have the equipment at the back and in midfield to deal with another team that's better than Wolves. Bear in mind, it is Wolverhampton Wanderers. Great, you scored 6 goals. You definitely were the better side and everything else. You did still concede 2 goals against Wolves, and there were moments where Wolves could have had a few more goals in that game. It was a basketball of a match. It wasn't necessarily like a calm down football, like Chelsea passing them off the park type of thing. That's not how I saw it. It weren't like a necessarily well-controlled, drilled, 3 points away from home. It was more so like chaos, but Wolves can't handle this chaos. They can only handle it so long.
Second half, they couldn't get near us, man. They couldn't get near us. They couldn't get the ball. They couldn't touch it. First half, sticky icky. But
Chelsea's next few. Let me think. If I see Chelsea's next few fixtures, I'll put it on the screen.
Everyone, mate, it's a joke.
My point last week was simply this: Chelsea finished 5 points off top 4 last season, despite having a terrible season. This season, we are better than we were last season, and we'll put in those performances.
I can tell you right now.
I might have said it like last week, innit? Whereby the message is too much.
Palace
needs to be the message that Chelsea is too much.
Needs to be a W.
So Chelsea, Palace needs to be a W. Bournemouth away needs to be a W. West Ham away after that. Could get sticky. Brighton after that could get sticky.
Needs to be a W.
You
Forest at
should
home
beat.
needs to be a W.
You didn't beat last season at home, did you?
The thing is, it just depends on where Chelsea's going in Europe.
United. That's a horrible set of fixtures there. Jesus of Nazareth.
You know, we're slapping these teams, man. We're slapping it down. Let's
Man
go.
said Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United.
I tell you what, boys. I'm doing everything I can to be at Anfield. I'm doing everything I can to be at that game.
Do you really want to go to Anfield?
Anfield? Yeah. You're gonna get a pasting, mate.
No, we're not.
Oh my god.
No,
you don't think you're going to Anfield and getting a result out there, do you?
Look.
Maresca Slot's going to put you on a spliff.
Arne Slot.
Arnie Ball.
Maresca Ball.
Maresca Ball.
Maresca Ball.
An Italian guy that's not even got the defense on lock. Get out of here, man.
My question to you.
Forgive me for not having the defense on lock after 2 games.
Fraudulent behavior.
Oscar, my question to you is that do you feel like that this game taught you something about your team going forward?
No, it was just nice to see it in fluidity. Everything I saw, I already knew. Like I've been preaching Madueke. Did I think he was going to score a hat trick? Definitely not. But I knew this guy could bang goals on his right foot. Palmer in the 10, he just took off he carried on from where he left last season. 3 assists in 1 game and a goal. Like they told me he's a 1-season wonder. You're wrong. We know about Pedro Neto already. So in terms of midfield, I was more
players was never your problem though. Whenever we spoke about Chelsea, we never spoke about how bad the players were.
I did.
No, but but your talent, the talent you lot brought in, you always brought talent. Was in a team not long ago, by the way, that was filled with talent. But it wasn't about the talented players that you had on the show.
I always spoke about Chelsea's ability to score goals last season. We didn't have enough goal threat outside of Cole Palmer.
No, but my thing with Chelsea, like, I think this is what United need to see under Ten Hag. What do you look like in full flow? At least Chelsea this week, I said, okay, you're looking at this. Okay, last week you lost, it wasn't that great, but in full flow, this is even since Potter and Pochettino, you've not really had everyone playing well at the same time. Like, okay, you conceded 2, but yeah. Second half, okay, it's like, yo, bam, this is Chelsea, bro.
David, real talk, yeah? Do you think Maresca lasts the whole season at Chelsea?
He has to. If he gets sacked here, I'm bowling out, bro. You're
not already.
Yeah, no, if you get sacked, if Maresca doesn't last his bowling out, say for example, Maresca just can't handle the heat in the kitchen. That's all it is. Chelsea the turmoil. Only get him out of here, bruv. What do you think this is, blood? This is not NFL and NBA things, bruv, where you lot can just piss away money, bruv.
Maresca ain't making it to Valentine's Day. Maresca, but
look, I'm getting Chelsea fans revolt, blood. This guy's not real, bruv.
The thing is, like, nothing has changed my opinion about Chelsea based on Sunday. If that's what you're asking me, Oscar, nothing has. Like, Chelsea will win some, they will lose some. There will be games like this where Chelsea can win 4-0 against like a Forest or whatever, and then they can get beat by lose at Anfield, for example, convincingly, like you lost against Man City convincingly. Like, there will be a bit of a yo-yo up and down. The reason you think last season, Oscar, is because there was an utter section of garbage from 4th to like 8th place last season, 9th place last season. There was a load of wash. We were there with Man United, for goodness sake.
No, but we weren't with Man United. We finished 2 places above them. It was down to our stupidity. Mauricio Pochettino as the main culprit, his stupidity, which is why Chelsea finished 4th. I don't need to list off the games that Chelsea lost last season to prove my point again, because it was pathetic. And all I'm saying is, if Chelsea, like for example, we lost at Wolves away last season in ridiculous fashion. Those stupid games, if we have enough fight, because like when I was talking about Manchester United, I don't look at Man United this season and ever think they're going to have it all together. They're just not. But they need 1 point of their area of their pitch to be a threat. And I think teams have to figure out how they're going to defend against Chelsea. They have to. Who have we got? Who do we say we've got on the weekend? Palace.
Palace at home.
Palace need to figure out, do we double up on Noni? Do we double up on Cole Palmer? Do we double up on Neto? Do we let Jackson roam free? There's questions they have to think about us defensively. Attack-wise, I'm not sat here saying we can defend great. We're not the great defensive unit that we should be. Yet. But the current quality that we have in the team means we are posing questions. Last year, you had to worry about Palmer. This year, there's more to worry about. There's Nkunku and Felix coming off the bench. Guys, we have firepower in attack. We haven't had that for a while. So
and it's putting it all together. Like Arsenal, you got Saka, Odegaard, Trossard off the bench, but you need to fix up the thing. So the
thing is, David, you know that midfield and defense will not fill you with any confidence whatsoever.
Which one? Are we talking about Chelsea?
Chelsea's, yeah. You know,
yeah.
But my thing is this: it hasn't clicked yet. For a lot of people thought Chelsea's attack was rubbish until we put 6 in the other day. I was telling you these guys were good. A lot of people didn't believe me. So when it comes to the midfield, I'm still on the fence about it. But I do think Romeo Lavia makes us much more solid. We didn't have Lavia. So with that addition back, and then obviously maybe a Reece James back, I'm hoping we'll be a little bit more solid.
Where do you think you'll finish this season?
Fourth.
You think you'll finish fourth?
My top. Sorry, I wasn't here on the predictions episode, but my top 4 was City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. I think Chelsea will finish 4th.
Okay.
City
and I said this last week before we beat Wolves. This is
City champions.
Yeah, this is not reaction.
Who's finishing 5th?
Tottenham.
Jesus, how low have you got United?
Villa. United below Villa.
United, Villa, and Newcastle.
Nah, maybe they'll finish above Newcastle. I don't see it with Newcastle this year.
Wow.
I don't see it. Assad says Maresca is drawing. He's talking bare, but can't back it. I don't like how he moves. I mean, I don't really understand how you can say he can't back it. We went in at halftime after a 2-2 basketball game. Whatever he said at halftime, they came out and won, scoring 4 goals in the second half.
Chelsea. So, he's a Chelsea fan, right?
Yeah, Assad. Yeah.
Assad, what you need now, your club just needs to settle down. Get rid of the dross that you don't want and just settle down. Stick with a manager for a couple of years, bro. Let it breathe. Let it simmer. You can't keep changing, man. It's not going to work like that. I don't know what my man's trying to do. This is not NFL things, guys.
Assad is saying here, look, we'll smash the smaller teams with this front line. Okay, but, there's games last season where we did not smash the smaller teams. Even in the good run, when Adrian was telling me last week, oh, you guys went 10 games unbeaten. We drew with Sheffield United in that 10 games. We lost to, Nottingham Forest at home. We lost dumb games last season. Dumb games. And I'm hoping that this year we have enough firepower in attack to just, even if it's a 3-2 basketball game, let me get away with 3 points. I don't care. Any more? How do you guys feel about Noni Madueke? Was there a surprise that he turned up the way he did, or did you always see his quality?
You know what? Like you've talked the horn about him for a few years now. Now, to be fair, when I've looked at him, I've always felt like this is a player who's definitely got the potential to do stuff. I think he scored his first goal. Was it against Arsenal?
Yes, against Arsenal. Yeah.
Was it 3-1? And I remember I actually texted you and I was like, yo, how am I pronouncing my man's name? Because he had like a long first name and I was like, I swear I haven't heard this.
His name is Chukwanonso, but they just call him Noni.
But then they call him Noni. And I like how you got Chukwuemeka, you've got a few Chelsea players that are like, yo, these men are the real deal. When they get seasoned in the Premier League, they'll be top players. He's in that batch for me at this moment in time. I'm not necessarily like he's the star out of the lot or anything like that, but like the way I see Colwill, the way I see Chukwuemeka, the way I see who else have you got? You've got a few others there where it's like, oh, these are players that are going to be, all things going well, they'll be superstars. It's just a waiting game for me with Noni, to be honest. He's had an interesting career already. To be
very interesting, very. His career's not really been linear, and with the amount of signings that Chelsea are making, we've got this Brazilian kid Estevao coming in next season. So it doesn't even look like Chelsea's a place of certainty for him. But this season, he's just going to get his goals and score as much as he can. Hopefully,
Maresca's points were interesting though, in the sense of like he just needs to be consistent at training.
Yeah,
which I thought was a very interesting comment. Yeah. It was very Jose Mourinho like type of comment. So it's interesting. He could, if he's not in the team, it could be purely based on what happened in the training.
Maresca tells it like it is. He's very clear in his press conferences, which
very
is
Italian. Yeah,
it's quite refreshing. But if it all goes wrong, one can go away.
Say that again.
So
I've got 21 players. The other 20, I'm not training with them. I was like, oh,
that's crazy.
all right.
It's clear cut. I mean, there's no misinterpreting that. Like, he says what he means. So, it's good when we're going good. But if we lose 3 on the bounce and then he was saying home truths, that's when it gets scary. But yeah, I'm confident, happy with Chelsea's performance. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it.
Quick rumor mill for you, Oscar. The word on the streets is saying that you guys are interested in Kennington himself.
Yeah,
but I think it's more the other way around. I think United are interested in Sterling, and obviously they want to offload Sancho, so they think Chelsea's the perfect place for that.
I don't think we're interested in Sterling. I think it's saying that we're interested in some of your players.
Who is the some?
Because you guys already tried to offer Sterling, and we said no.
So who?
So
who else would
I don't know.
No, we're not putting a bid in for Sancho. It's the other way around.
No, we said we're open to selling. The current top person is Juventus.
Because I don't think Chelsea need another winger. Even if we get rid of Sterling, I don't think we're in the market for a winger. We're in the market for a striker. So I don't know, man. If Sancho comes, if we could do a swap deal, you take Chilwell, you take Sterling, we get Sancho, I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Oscar, who's the centre forward that you want? Because there's a player that I've been looking at that I'm gobsmacked hasn't moved this window. Who are you after?
Wait, what's that? Who's that? What's his thing? I don't even know.
Who's that?
That Gyökeres. What's that thing he does when he scores?
That's what you want, Gyökeres.
Nah, he's not who I want, but he's one of them. You know, my favorite striker on the market is Dusan Vlahovic. I think the guy's incredible.
How about Pierre? You gonna say Tony?
Ivan Toney. Like for me with Chelsea, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
even probably Arsenal, to be honest. Like no-brainer.
As much as I've resisted it for a long time, Ivan Toney would be a great signing for Chelsea.
Would be a great addition, and the mind boggles why only Saudi Arabia are after this guy. Like it's confusing to me.
I think I don't know why Chelsea have moved away from their blueprint. Like you need that big man to bring everyone in.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
Chelsea needs that type of striker. I feel like
guys,
even though
to be fair, that is what Nicholas Jackson does.
Like, but I guess you want better quality.
Not to the high level. He's obviously not as good as Tony, but his best attribute is receiving the ball on his chest, linking up, allowing the wingers to get into the game. That's the best thing that Jackson does for us. So we do kind of try to play that way. It just doesn't always work.
I think maybe when you do sign a striker, that it will actually stunt his growth because he's obviously on the way up. I mean, Vlahovic scored a double today. He ain't going nowhere, and that's 70 million quid.
Yeah.
That you're not gonna,
so to David's point, a player like Ivan Toney would suit Chelsea more than Vlahovic.
Absolutely. So I don't know why Chelsea haven't put in a bid. I don't know why no Premier League team has put a bid for Ivan Toney.
Brentford are not playing him. They've 2 games. He hasn't played. He hasn't been in the squad for either one.
And you heard why? You heard why?
Yeah, because of a move that hasn't come yet. That's so
Exactly. So it's almost like,
well, we've seen this happen with a certain Harry Kane where he missed Tottenham's first 2 games of the season, ended up staying there the whole year. So
the guy went AWOL, didn't he?
Yeah,
but it's not like Oscar City bidded. You know them ones. Tottenham rejected. United made noise, knocked on the door, rejected. Nobody has put a bid for Ivan Toney and it's been rejected.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Like, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not going to lie. Deadline day is on Friday. I'm not going to lie.
You put in a cheeky bid, mate.
I'm looking at...
Deadline day is Friday.
It's deadline day is Friday. So I'm looking at, Edu. I'm saying, what go on, brother?
We might say...
If I bumped into Edu, I'll be like, listen, Ivan, what's the deal? And why not? I'd standardly ask that question because I'd just be like, surely that player can't just be... Guys, he can't go to Saudi Arabia. That's one thing's for sure.
Yeah.
Like, if he stays at Brentford, rinses the contract out, and then he's free next season, fine. But he can't go to Saudi Arabia.
If he goes, I feel like that's the end of him, if that makes sense. Like, we won't hear from him again.
England international. Not like he didn't play in the Euros and played a big part in the Euros.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a player that, maybe on his day he can do something. We've seen him do it.
He got great striker, can finish, can hold up.
That's when he goes right there, mate.
Yeah. David, I'm telling you now, on Friday, 3 clubs will bid for him.
It's true. They will.
Literally. 3 clubs will bid for it. But it will be like West Ham. It will be somebody where you're just like, okay, look, they've signed Fulkrug, but then they've got Antonio, so they might think, can we, add on Antonio? I don't know. I genuinely don't get it, personally.
Last question on Chelsea. Endo says, so Oscar, are Chelsea winning any trophies this season? Because you seem very optimistic. Look, I do sound optimistic, but bear in mind, my optimism comes from Chelsea finished 6th last season. The season before that, we finished 12th. We have been horrendous for two years straight, and I'm simply saying that I think we'll be better than that. So I think top 4, and I think a Europa Conference League. Those two are non-negotiables for me. I think we can and we will do those things. So when I sound like I'm bigging up Chelsea, it's not anything crazy. I'm not saying we're going to challenge for the league. I'm not saying we're going to, you know what I mean? I'm not asking for much from this team. So yeah, top 4 and a Conference League.
Okay, we'll wrap it up there. We'll go through the rest of the games of the weekend, of course. Obviously, the Brighton was the early kickoff. Palace 0, West Ham United 2. People have been speaking about Lopetegui, thinking, you know what, he might not have it together. Glasgow's lost 2 on the bounce,
Listen,
into the season.
But was it Glasgow ball or was it Elise ball?
No, don't do that. I think Glasgow's going to turn it round. Don't get me wrong, he will turn it round. But by the way, West Ham they're surprising me a little bit. Like, their team is stacked, right? But to win 2-0 at Palace, maybe I'm overhyping it. I don't know. But it's the kind of game that I feel like West Ham would struggle at. You know what I mean? Whatever iteration of West Ham we've come to know over the last 10 years. This is Oscar's first time. What's that?
First time what?
I don't know.
First time I what? Respect me.
Fulham 2, Leicester City 1. Obviously, goals from Emile Smith-Rowe and Alex Iwobi. We love all of that. Scoring against Leicester City. Leicester City, I mean, I don't know if you lot saw the game or saw the highlights so much of the day. Leicester are all over the place. I'm not going to lie. They are all over the place. Because even against Spurs, right, last week on the Monday Night Football, they were shocking.
Bad.
Tottenham were all over them, right? And somehow still managed to grab a point. Leicester, I mean, they need to whip up their ideas. Who's their manager again? Steve Cooper. That's the problem. That's part of the problem, if I'm honest. I did like Steve Cooper, but it's too liability in the midfield and at the back. Erling Haaland got the hat-trick. I'm gutted I didn't captain him this weekend.
I felt sorry. I felt so sorry for... First of all, that's a stinker.
It is.
Second of all, I felt so sorry for Ipswich. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they poked the bear. That is exactly
the thing. Why would
they poked the bear? Because they scored and everyone they were ecstatic. And then City said, "Nah."
But did you see the goals though? First of all,
yeah. That's what I was going to jump onto.
You can feel sorry for City if they just get overtaken by the brilliance of Manchester City. Sorry, Ipswich is what I was saying. You can feel sorry for Ipswich if De Bruyne and Haaland just turn it on and they get slapped. Firstly, they gave away a stupid penalty that was so unnecessary. Then the goalkeeper just gives the ball to Man City and De Bruyne scores an easy open goal. Like, they were shocking.
Yeah. It's foolish. They scored and they lost their heads.
The goalkeeper that thought he could come out from a Kevin De Bruyne ball, insanity. Because De Bruyne whips in a ball where you're like, you don't come. You stay in your goal. Stay in your goal. You got to stay in your goal. So when the guy comes out, Haaland heads it past him, and the finish I thought was absolutely superb. But like, what was the keeper thinking? You don't come out from a De Bruyne ball. That's what you don't do. It's one thing you don't do. You just give it
championship. This is not championship, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Haaland against Ipswich. My only regret is I didn't triple captain.
Guys, I didn't have time in it.
It's too early. I was hovering over the triple.
It can't be too early. It can't be too early for Erling Haaland at home Saturday 3 p.m. against Ipswich. You knew when you checked the score, was any of you surprised?
It's too early, man.
I can't lie, Oscar. I was surprised. Second game of the season.
Guys, that's when Haaland bags the most. Early
first home game. He's got all 7 hat-tricks at home. I thought, bloody hell, what a stat. But then I was like, come on.
Guys, you know Haaland didn't go to the Euros. You know that, right?
I know he's fresh. He's fresh.
You know he was sat watching at home. He was not at the pub. He didn't have a beer in hand. He was watching it at home with water, probably on a bike. The guy's ready. No one else is ready for the season. Erling Haaland is ready.
Yeah. I won't lie. He's ready.
He's ready.
He's waiting for
3
you.
p.m. This is what you're not at 3 p.m. at the Etihad. You lot are not playing the game properly. You're not.
No, Oscar. To be in all fairness to me, I ran out of time. Did you triple captain him, Oscar?
No, I didn't.
I was going to say
Adrian
all that talk.
I think Adrian did.
No, Adrian said he should have. I don't know if he did.
You did.
No,
he did.
I captained him.
Adrian captained him, man. Triple, man.
Adrian knows. Adrian understands real life. Like
Adrian tripled, man. Don't let him lie.
What did he get? How many points did he get?
He got 94.
Woo! How many? What from Haaland?
Haaland got 51.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, man.
That's like my game week. Man said he got 51.
Yeah, I can't lie. My game week first week was like 56. Haaland got 51.
Hey, I got 88 and with minus 12, mate. I was loving.
Minus 12.
Yeah, I had to get Haaland in there ASAP.
Minus 12 is that how you guys are howlers for not putting him in game.
I had -4 because I had 2 defenders that got 0 points.
Guys, against that Chelsea defense, you didn't put him in first week. It's crazy.
You better are having a laugh. How you get minus early doors when there's a wild card? Like, just
I needed a wild card.
Yeah,
give me one. I had a good game.
Admit the mistake. Admit the mistake you made at the start of the season. And just wild card it, bro.
Yeah, repent early. Repent early.
No. So I said
I'm said minus 12. That is insanity.
I didn't do minus 12. I only just did -4.
No, but look, hey, David said there's no triple captain because it's too early. Yet you're minus 12 on game week 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
The thing is,
it's 15 M's, man.
Listen, I'll say this: 15 M's is a howler,
goals.
but you make it work.
It's 40 goals.
Did we mention that Cole Palmer got a goal and 3 assists?
Bro, I got Cole Palmer. Are you dumb, blood?
Are you cracked?
Are you crazy, cuz?
It's mental. Did Noni get any assists?
Save me, blood.
No. I don't have any Chelsea players because I was not expecting this. But if you had those players, you had Cole Palmer and Noni in your team, you were eating. Yeah. You were eating.
Like, I ran out of time. I was traveling up to Villa. I forgot the deadline.
At the moment, there's only 40 points between 10th and 1st. So
yeah, it's close.
It's anyone's game.
Frigging Captain Isak, bro. Newcastle stank at Bournemouth.
Yeah, yo, stinker.
But it's from last week.
Last week. You have Isak in your team. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's hard to come out to accommodate for Haaland. You're not using your brains. Palmer got the most GA of any player outside of Haaland last season.
Did he? Yeah. I just didn't think he would go again. I just didn't think Chelsea would go again.
Cole Palmer is the highest price rise in FPL history. Last season he was 5 million. This season he's 10. No one has ever jumped 5 million in one season.
5 million.
He's 10 million.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's working with Penny.
I can't lie.
I can't put him in. I can't.
3 assists and a goal, Robbie.
Mind you, no, but saying that, Robbie.
No, because if I put him in, the players that I have to change.
I can't lie.
He's an assist machine, yeah, and he scores. He's one of the top goal scorers in the league, and he takes penalties. It's a no-brainer.
Oscar, the fact that he's 10 million is a farce. Because you know what?
He takes pens and corners. You guys are not seeing the vision,
bro. Bruno Fernandes, who I've got in my team, which I need to take him out because he's stinking the joint. 8.5 million.
I'm afraid to take him out. Because
as soon as I take him out, because he's getting a goal and an assist against Liverpool. He's getting it. He's getting it on the weekend. That's the thing.
I'm not touching United players, man.
The thing is, no, Fernandes, listen, he's always like top 5 in the midfield at the end of the season. He's always top 5. So I need to have him in there. But he's stinking the joint, man.
He's stinking the joint at the moment.
Listen, my tip for you, yeah, if you got Haaland, you have to do 3-5-2, bro. 15 million is a lot, you know.
I can't lie. I still got 3 up front, bro.
No.
You're right, David. I'm on a 3-5-2 thing. I'm in a 3-5-2.
I'm on a 3-4-3.
3-4-3 Robinho, blood. I'm with you.
I got 78 points.
I go London Bridge.
I was like, that's not bad.
Wait, let me look at the league. I'm 6th, guys.
I'm terrible in the league.
Adrian's top.
AD's top.
Yeah,
Adrian's top. He had a banger of a first. He had a banger of a start.
I'm 27th, blood. That's a farce.
Wait, guys. Let me do. Adrian has Haaland and Salah in the same team.
Yeah, you have to make it happen. You've got to make it happen.
No, I can't lie. We haven't even touched on Liverpool yet, but when I watched that game, I'm just like, this guy's so inevitable. He's so inevitable.
Yeah. Let me continue wrapping up these fixtures.
Oh, Lola's third though. Lola's got Haaland in there, Smith Rowe, Salah. You people that have Haaland and Salah, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, you gotta break the bank, cuz. You gotta break that bank. Salah said, "Listen, I'm here to play." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that means you can't play the game. If you have Haaland and Salah, you cannot play the game. You're just facilitating them.
Man's got Ipswich players in midfield. You know what I'm saying? They've got. You know
that's he's eighth. Big man, you've gone down to 11th. You've gone down to 11th.
I'm eighth. Brother, I'm eighth.
Yeah, Robin you're in 11th, my bro. Where are you?
Yeah, you have to scroll down still.
I'm scrolling for time. Where's P?
Bro, I am in the fodder at the minute. I'm in the fodder. I can't lie.
This guy, Captain Isak.
I left it from last week. I was like I said,
Haaland 3 p.m. against Ipswich. What were you thinking?
No, I would have put Haaland. Like I said, I ran out of time. I was off to the Villa. That's what happened. I ran out of time.
Isak.
Oh, can we talk about his other stinker, mate?
Who?
Go. Who's in his goal, bruv? Who's in his goal?
Oh, Jordan Pickford! Speak on it. Because when the ball came back to him, there wasn't a sound in the whole of the toilet bowl. Nobody spoke. The Beyonce bowl was quiet. And all of a sudden, he lets the ball slide off his foot, doing up Peaky Blinders, and Son is in. And it's 2-0. Game done.
I told you.
Let me do the Pickford celebration. The thing
Pickford is garbage, bro. Get him out of it. I told you.
Nah,
I told you.
You know what? David, I like about you.
Stop talking. You said you'll take him to Arsenal. This idiot, bro. Move, man.
David.
Stop it. He's garbage.
Having him over Ramsdale. But listen, hear me out.
Garbage, bro.
The thing is, we do this every year. We know why he's worthy of the England #1 shirt. Right? We know why he's worthy. But then we come back to the Premier League. David, he plays for Everton. Have you seen Everton's defense?
He's not. Why is he there then? He's not worthy, man.
Everton are a pile of garbage, right? And he plays for them. And if he was at a half decent side,
he contributes to the garbage. He's not good, bro.
The thing is, we can say he deserves the #1, but let's look at England's goalkeeping situation.
Listen, it's not his fault. That's the competition. That's not his fault. He's the best of that. He does his job. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, he's at Everton, guys.
Absolutely,
he's at Everton.
He deserves to be at Everton.
And the thing is, by the way, I didn't gas up the thing. Nat. He had the second highest Golden Glove. Excuse me. Let's talk about it, bro. Everton, and he's got the second highest Golden Glove.
Well, he's conceded 7 in 2, bro. Get stepping, bro.
Damn. Because he's 3.
7.
I gotta get him out of my team. I can't lie. I was
relying. Why you're not? Why is he? Peter's a criminal. Peter, you're a criminal.
The thing is, I might have to add Ryan now.
You're a criminal.
The thing is, it's because Jordan gets saves, and he got his second Golden Glove last season.
I'm so confused because your keepers are Fabianski and Pickford. These are not getting you points, Peter.
Listen, Fabianski's on the bench because he's never going to play, right? I've got him on the bench.
Get rid of Pickford.
Wait. Hold on. To make it even matters worse, bruv. Look who's in his defense, bruv.
I'm saying.
Peter, you're having a stinker, bruv. Move, man.
Listen,
Ben Johnson, Ipswich.
Let me just say, had I Captain Haaland, I would have climbed. Had I had
Michael Keane,
I would have climbed. Joachim Anderson, he didn't make it. He didn't make it this week. You know
Listen, your midfield and your forward, calm.
Saucy. Talking about the midfield and the strikers. But yeah, anyway.
Your defense and your goalkeeper.
Yes.
You need to change.
By the way, 5.5 blood. Put him in your team, bro.
David Raya.
Timber blood. He's there. 5.5, man. You can afford him.
Can he give me 70 minutes though? Can he give me 70 minutes? The guy come off Eve every time 60 minutes. Come on. Right, Man City 1-4-1. Man City 1-4-1. And then Southampton lost at home 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. So that's almost like a bottom of the table kind of battle there. Spurs winning 4-0 against Everton. as we've just mentioned, Everton are in a bit of a slide.
They need to go down, bro.
Did you hear Dyche's interview after the game, where he was sort of like, we kind of ended last season well, but this club, what seems to always happen is at the beginning of the season, it's a hard start. We're always having to pick up the pieces towards the middle and the end. I'm thinking, you can't talk against your club like that. Like, you're the manager of the club. Like, you've got to just hold that L and next game. You know what I mean? Like, he was talking a bit too frank. But yeah, Everton losing 4-0. I mean, he could be the first man out. I can't lie. He could be the first one gone. Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1. I mean, Newcastle can't win a game in Bournemouth. I don't know why. And then, Liverpool 2, Brentford 0. Great goal from Luis Diaz.
Hey, that counter attack was, mate.
Liverpool was frightening. It was
rapid, man. That slot ball is slotting, bro.
Yep. Liverpool got Anfield's now 60,000. I don't know if you lot have noticed as well.
Yeah. I won't lie. Defensively, they're a bit shaky still, but yeah.
You think they are? Yeah.
Yeah. Defensively.
Yeah.
When they lose the ball, it can be. I think teams, if you give the better teams those chances, I think they score.
I think teams, if they run at Liverpool, they can cause them problems. Because for me, it's not even the defense that's the issue. It's more like the defense.
6.
Yeah, that 6 area, that Gravenberch, McAllister pivot thing they got going on. It's you can get at it. You can get at it. Brentford didn't make them pay for the chances. But it was inevitable. When the opportunities are in the other way, they have killers. Luis Diaz obviously is not normally a killer, but he finished his chance.
Yeah, he finished his chance.
You give the ball to Salah. You know what I mean? You pay big bucks for players like Salah.
That finish was saucy, bro.
Finish was brilliant. Delish.
Yeah, that man played him on side. I thought it was off, but yeah, man, like right back still.
It's so funny. On TNT, I'm watching literally icons, and it's Mo Salah. My God. His performances at Chelsea and then at Fiorentina and Roma. It's crazy. It's just crazy how he kind of turned it around in terms of like to be a real top baller. But yeah. That's basically this week's score prediction, score lines. Let's get involved with the goal of the week, shall we?
Two for me on the contender list. First of all, Yves Bissouma.
Great goal.
Top bins.
Very good goal.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Secondly, Cole Palmer. You love the keeper.
I love the keeper. Yeah.
I won't lie to you. Yeah, I've seen a banger this week. Yeah, but I went in the Premier League still.
Talk to us.
Granit Xhaka, blood.
Oh!
Granit,
It's a rifle.
That was delicious against former side Mönchengladbach.
Hey, you see that moment right there? Yeah, just shows how much we love football. Because all of us reacted the same way.
Yeah. We all knew what the goal was. I'm going abroad. I thought, this is techie. I don't know if I've seen this yet. As soon as you said Granit, Yep.
That goal.
Also, Lamine Yamal's goal, banger.
Oh, he did.
Oh, Lamine Yamal's goal, Jesus. Bloody hell, it was a great finish.
You see Leverkusen in a fake team still.
Bro, again,
how are you getting away with this?
11 again. No. Put an end to
in
this.
In the 100th minute.
What player has
Bayern, man? They've had enough of Bayern, innit?
You know?
But Bayern lost.
Yeah?
Yeah, to Wolfsburg, I believe.
I'm telling you, Harry Kane is booked. He's not winning. If he does not win a league title, blood, in Germany, nah.
Yeah, I can't lie. That's the biggest thinker. Who's Bayern's manager now?
Company.
Vincent.
Oh, yeah, Vasson.
Company.
Yeah, Vasson.
Vasson.
Nah. Goal of the week. I can't.
No. I'm lying. They won last minute.
Oh, they won.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fair.
3-2.
Goal of the week, guys. Here we go.
What made me feel good was Emil Smith-Rowe's goal. He took it well, smacked it with his left foot, top corner.
I didn't even see that still. Let me check.
It's a great goal. That's my vote. Emil Smith-Rowe.
Come on, Peter. That's your vote for goal of the week.
I think so. I like Cole Palmer's goal. Don't get it twisted. I did like, and Bissouma's goals are absolute rocket. Don't get me wrong.
It was a smash.
I love a rocket still, and it's because he gets big first. Bissouma, I'm going Bissouma, bro.
Yeah, man. The Chelsea me obviously wants to go Palmer, but Bissouma was just special.
I love screamers, man. I'm sorry.
Robinho, what you got?
I'm I'm going to go Cole Palmer. I thought the chip was very lovely.
Oh, Assad says Felix finished very underrated. What a goal.
Yep. So for the week, the goal of the week is Mr. Yves Bissouma.
I've had a stinker there.
Who's the player of the week?
Noni
Madueke.
The talk, he walked the walk.
He talked the talk, and let's not. We all agree on this podcast. He didn't lie. He didn't lie.
He really didn't lie.
Why is he apologizing for? Why is he deleting posts?
Yeah, he should. He stayed on business, blood.
Yeah, I mean they've obviously
stand on business, but he's not lying.
Chelsea PR got to him quick. Hey, bloods.
Yeah, say that down.
Hey, do you know what was funny? Do you know? I mean, in terms of player of the week as well. Do you know who was funny? Shout out to, it's not really a player, but shout out to the Filthy Fellas podcast first and foremost. And shout out to my man, the Northwest brother. What's my man called?
Miles.
Nah, the other Northwest man.
Lippy.
I can't forget his name. Lippy said that the Crystal Palace West Ham game was the council estate derby. Bro, I burst out laughing out loud. I watched this with Michael. I was crying laughing. Man said this is the what? The council estate derby. Just bare man from the ends. I said, yo. Yeah, man. I hear it. So shout out to Lippy, man. Team of the week.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
6-2.
Honorable mention for Spurs, I think. Honorable mention for Spurs.
Yeah.
But you score 6, mate. I mean, come on.
Score 6. I'm sorry, bro.
Somebody in my group chat says, it was an all-you-can-eat buffet and Mudryk still starved. I was
wow. Why is he caught that bullet?
Because why is he average?
Oh, God.
Leave Mikhailo, man. Just look after him.
Misha. It's Misha. He said don't call him Mikhailo. It's Misha.
Misha Mudryk. What is it? He's shy. Misha. I mean,
team of the week, Chelsea. Pete, let's move on.
Honorable. If you're going to honorable mention Tottenham, I think we can honorable mention Arsenal winning at Villa 2-0.
No. Champions elect, right?
Brighton beating United. Say no more. All right, Chelsea team of the week. Who is not that guy this week?
Bro, you've missed Bears.
Bears.
Let's see if I can find it.
Can I go first?
Yeah. There was Jad from the other week who was stealing wings, and she got put in pen, bro.
Sorry.
Bro, during COVID, blood, she was just stockpiling them chicken wings.
The 1.5, she sold 1.5 million wings.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What story?
Hey, this is what I was up 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but it just made it real.
Yeah. It was, mate. There has been bears, mate.
Oscar,
anyway, guys, go on, run it.
Huh?
Go on, you got one.
You said you got one.
Yeah, I got one. Do you know what I mean? When obviously all of us we got our 9 to 5s. We got what pays the bills. We got to get out there and start securing the coin. But when we're not securing the coin, we still have to be respectful. You know what I mean? We still have to follow our due diligence at work. And certain man were obviously texting their co-workers unsolicited messages, maybe this and that. You know what I mean? These times married, wife and kids at home.
Hall of Famer.
When it comes out, it's gonna come out. So my not that guy this week has got to be the 41-year-old.
Have you got his full name?
Yes.
Go on.
I got his full name. It's the start of his career down at Nottingham Forest. Very impressive. Made his move to Newcastle United, 100 appearances there. Then Tottenham Hotspur, where he won the last trophy that Tottenham have won in 2008, the League Cup against Chelsea. A storied career and an even worse punditry career where he's just, assaulted our ears with horrible takes week after week after week. But one platform has had enough. The BBC have fired this man for his inappropriate activities off the field. So I think it's only right that he gets inducted into this week. So Jermaine Anthony Genus, you're not that guy. Sort it out.
No, I won't lie,
Hot take.
I won't lie. I won't lie. I'm with you. I am with you.
What? Holla at me, David. Holla at me.
Wait. What?
For some reason, when it comes to us IC3s, we get the overcorrection. Now, granted, certain man is still a madness. But yeah, the swiftness of this, I'm just like,
First of all,
if no crime has been committed,
the fact that the story broke with his name. Every other BBC story is BBC presenter. We have to do 6 months of behind the scenes to figure out who it is. All of a sudden, we find out exactly straight away. And can I tell you how poetic this was? Right. So I was somewhere and I had to book an Uber. So I booked an Uber. Whilst I'm waiting for my Uber, I open Twitter. I see Jermaine Genius has been sacked. I get in the Uber. Guess what the Uber driver's listening to? Talk Sport, Jermaine Genius. I said, what? He got sacked and was straight on Talk Sport. Like nothing happened.
I thought he was on Talk Sport before he got sacked.
Crazy.
So he was on Talk Sport. And do you know what he was so funny?
Wait. He was on.
He was on air.
He was on air. So he was on air, but Peter, he was on air talking about who is getting fired in the Premier League.
Oh.
And his co-host asked him, yo, what is going on here?
And he just went there and said, I can't say much. Got to speak to my lawyer.
Wow. Peter, what was your hot take, man?
My hot take was simply this, innit, lads? Yeah? Like, is it safe?
No. I looked at the time. It's not safe yet.
It's not safe. Here's my question that I don't really understand about the story. All I've heard is that he sent inappropriate messages. Were the messages consensual? Was it like back and forth with someone, or was he just like shooting in the dark?
No, this is what I'm thinking.
Because if he's having a back and forth affair with his colleague, then this should not be the story that it is. But if he's like abusing women without their consent, then
that's
I don't think that was. I'm thinking from there. I don't remember that part saying. I don't think the word consent was there. All we got was that he was sending inappropriate messages.
Yeah, because it could be the girl that might have just said, or the guy, who knows, sent it to the BBC and was like, "Yo, boom, I'm getting these messages." Could be it could be them things there.
Yeah,
I mean, it seems like he got fired because he had an affair. And
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, like, did he have an affair? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Innit? I don't know. I'm ignorant in this conversation because it's a bit like, okay, what's an affair? What is like? What's he fired for? Because inappropriate messages. Imagine I start just moving to a gal, even though I'm married, right? I start moving to one on text, and I'm saying, yeah, man. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm whatever, innit? Yeah, I'm saying stuff. Like, am I getting fired because I'm cheating, or am I getting fired because what? Because if
inappropriate behavior in the workplace is what they're going for.
Man, isn't it? It's not physical inappropriation, right?
No, they made it very clear it was messages.
They said it was messages. Nothing physical happened.
Yeah.
So it's a little tutu, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could just be like, I mean, I don't know, innit? I don't know, innit? I just feel
like the paper said, okay, so according to BBC, they're saying it was inappropriate messages to 2 colleagues.
He's a pimp,
and he's insisted he did nothing illegal. So that means he probably didn't send any pictures.
So
is that illegal?
Is
that even illegal?
Make it clear.
Unsolicited images.
Clear that women have said, yeah, I've been getting inappropriate messages. Don't just put inappropriate and we're just thinking.
Leaves us thinking what to guess what it is.
Because even his statement
tells me then that it was consensual on the basis that it's not like they said sexual harassment. They've gone with inappropriate. So basically, between you and I, we've been sending like, I don't know, dirty messages to each other. Someone in the workplace has found out. HR said, yo, wagwan. What happens at work has to be like disclosed and everything else, blah, blah. Like, if it's just that, then I'm like, you can't be.
As I said, this is the overcorrection after my man.
Yeah. I hear you, David. Because true say, when it was my man, Schofield, what? You know what I'm saying?
Not even Schofield's man, the Hugh Edwards.
Hugh Edwards, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. No, David's bang on.
Okay, let me read some of the quotes from Genius that have come out. This is from the BBC that I'm reading.
What was he doing on the Sun as well? Flip it.
He said,
Allah.
He told the Sun it was a huge error of judgment. He's deeply sorry, and he expressed that he's not a sex pest, which is good to say. He also said he fell below the standards of the BBC. Oh, do me a favor.
What about yourself?
Wait, hold on. Let's talk about the standards of the BBC for one second.
No, Oscar, I'm gonna
right,
stop you right there. No, not while we live in this country. No.
Okay, I'll continue
Absolutely
with,
no.
I'll continue with Jermaine. He also said, I feel so ashamed. I've let everybody down, my colleagues, my friends, and most importantly, I've let my family down. He said there was nothing physical, but he does consider what he did as cheating. So yeah, man. Yeah. That's Jermaine. Literally, this is literally flirting versus harassment. This is literally because, bro, if he's done nothing illegal, like
you sacking him, bro.
It's flirting versus harassment.
Suspension without pay, fine.
You know what I'm saying? Have a little investigation. You know what I'm saying? I hear that. This guy got dealt with a book. Now, David, you know what? You brought that up. That's actually really
overcorrection, bruv.
Actually, really hit me.
You didn't get my man, Mr. Sav. You've done a Netflix documentary on my man. Hugh Edwards will probably be another one. Yeah. My man got sacked straight away, and they're paying Hugh Edwards while he's suspended. Collecting his 400 bags a year, bruv. My man gets dealt with swift. Nah, man, it stinks, bruv. Yeah, my man did wrong, but fam, just a sack straight away.
For real.
Full name out in public. Nah. BBC, bruv.
BBC having a stinker. Anything else? Anyone else? That's not that guy.
Simply put, these two women found out he was double timing both of them. They switched up and double crossed in an act of revenge. You know what?
The women have to go then.
That could be very true.
Surely the women have to go if that's the case. He's got to go.
The
women have to go.
He has to go, blood.
The women have to go, blood.
It's very interesting. like I'm not going off different sport here, but Formula One, yeah. See the Red Bull thing, yeah.
The Red Bull thing,
The female,
yeah.
Like she makes a complaint. She's the one who gets suspended.
She got suspended.
It's mad.
Hey, that's crazy.
The team principal was allowed to continue and operate as normal.
Yeah.
The accuser gets suspended. I'm just like, what's going on?
Formula One. Let me tell you something right now, ladies. Formula One is a man's game, blood. You can't even try it. It doesn't matter who the owner is, blood. From the time you make the complaint and you get suspended, yo, that's peak settings, you know.
But man, people just put it on Sky Sports News, like it's on the website. The accuser has been suspended, and there was no noise. I'm sitting there thinking,
no uproar, boy. No uproar. I'm telling you, it's a foul life.
Anyway, that's not that guy sorted. I ain't got anyone else, man.
All right, cool. We'll move on then.
He's the biggest that guy of the week.
Yeah. Well, Hall of Fame, you think? Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
I said, but obviously,
I heard Hall of Fame. Yeah, I heard Hall of Fame.
I think it's Hall of Fame.
There must have been another guy in the football. But is it though? Just because we've sat here in defense of him for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can't lie.
He went on the Sun. Holla.
He went, yeah.
The Sun is a howler.
To defend yourself, you went on.
The Sun is a howler.
Yeah, man, securing the coin.
And the thing is, let me tell you something right now, guys. I do not like Jermaine Genius, but I can't lie. Yeah. I felt sorry for him that he got sacked. Does that make sense? I'm not an idiot, but I'm not trying to be like that guy.
And imagine he was being lined up for the next presenter.
He lost his. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He was being lined up.
That would have been the end of match day. I can't lie.
Yeah, I can't like.
Because David, let's have it right. MOTDX or whatever it is sucks. Let's have it right, okay?
Who would you like to see take that position? And does it have to be a footballer?
It has to be someone that knows the game.
Not really.
Do you know what? As a presenter,
the host, like Gary Lineker doesn't give his opinion on much, so you don't have to know the game. You just have to present.
But
that's
do
a
you know
good
what?
Question, Oscar.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, because
Ian Wright left, didn't he? So I was gonna say it would have been him.
Do you know how I give it to? Manish. You don't remember Manish?
Or the Asian brother?
Yeah, bro. Manish.
Is he covered the football league? Is it? I swear.
Act like you don't remember Manish.
Manish, blood. I know Manish. I'm not Sturridge. I'm definitely not having Sturridge.
Sturridge.
Yeah, what is Sturridge about?
And I can't lie, guys.
On Prime TV.
I'm not on the Mika Richards train, you know.
No, he can't do it. No.
No,
So
Mika Richards cannot host a serious show.
you can't do it. No. He'll be laughing all the time. No.
What, Katie Abdo? Would you like her? Have a little Katie Abs?
You gotta keep that crew together, man. Nah, man.
Man, try to split the thing.
You can't split.
Give it
the thing,
Manish, guys. Give it Manish to the end of the season.
But he's been putting in work, like he's been putting
Give
in
it Manish.
Yeah, give it to him, mate.
It'll be funny for one season. Roy King.
Endo said,
Imagine.
Well, what black person deserves it?
No, I'll give it to what's his name?
I said right. I said right. But
I
right
said Richard Keys. Do you know what? Yeah, I
can't lie, Oscar. Richard Keys for one season. I'm here for it.
I think Richard Keys needs to be back on Sky. He can't be on Match of the Day.
He'd be not that guy 6 times in the season.
He can't be on the Kings broadcast. And they do that live as well. It cannot be. You can't give him a live mic. Cannot. On the Kings broadcast, you are crazy.
Oscar, the BBC is no longer the Kings broadcast. Ever since the Queen packed up, there's been nothing unseriousness on the Beeb. I'm not being funny. The Beeb is not holding it down. All right. Listen, guys, Premier League predictions, please. Let's get into the big games. I've put a banner on there underneath. Look at it. The big games. Arsenal versus Brighton. West Ham versus Man City. Chelsea versus Palace. But I've just put on the big games. Newcastle United versus Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United. The big one, Manchester United at home to Liverpool. Let's get started. Arsenal Brighton, what's your prediction?
3 points, bruv.
Yeah, man. Arsenal. Like I said, Brighton have had a good start, but when we played them, I was like, they're not.
Robin, should we fear them? Should we fear them or not?
Minter is a good player. Very good player.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, I'm thinking, you'll be all right.
I just don't see Brighton. It's one of them teams where you give them. Let's not give them a stupid chance
because they will pounce.
They will pounce. Yeah. You just
that's how they won the game. They won the game on stupidity.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Just don't give them like that. Like Watkins one, please. I don't need Child Pedro wheeling away at the North Bank, mate. Please.
Another 2-0 says Endo. That'll be 3 2-0s in a row to start the season off. Oscar, what are you saying? Full house? Arsenal win?
I don't think it'll be as easy as this. I'm going to go 1-1. I think Brighton, they set up well, compact.
1-1 at home?
Yeah, man.
I swear if we draw because of like fatigue and that, I'll be fuming.
Your record against Brighton is shocking.
Yeah, at home, it's not that great. We need to take that. We need to tuck that one. We need to tuck them man in, bro.
And it's 12:30 Saturday. I don't know, man.
Yeah. We got to just batter them, bro.
Anderson at the Emirates, get real.
I like.
What was the score last year at the Emirates?
We beat them 2-0.
What a year prior? 3-0?
Oh yeah, we lost that goal. That was
we lost 3-0.
That was when Basuma started laughing in our faces, mate.
Crocodile.
I was there in that match, man. I was fuming.
Yeah, that was a bit.
Did Calafiori play this game?
He come off the bench. Strong, solid.
Game?
No. Strong, solid, bro. Strong, solid. You know what I'm saying? Got into a little rough with Martinez and a couple of the, you know what I mean?
Have you got the images yet? Have you got the pictures from the photographer?
What?
The photographer, have they got the pictures of Calafiori yet? Is he?
Yeah, why?
Because that's all he's there for. He's just there to look good in the new kit. He signed him to model.
But Mirad, Jesus is injured, man. What's wrong with this guy?
And you've been private.
Jesus is injured, man. He's not playing anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Arsenal win. West Ham United versus Man City. It's the 5:30 kickoff. By the way, Arsenal Brighton's 12:30 on TNT. West Ham United versus Man City is 5:30.
I'll be live in the building.
Yes.
Live and doing my CCTV. And there's a pammage. There is a pammage coming. The Hammers.
You think? Yeah, our Hammers gonna get pammed. Yeah.
City loved the London Stadium.
City loved the London Stadium.
Bro, them man eat goals there, but I want to know what the record is there. I bet they got more goals than West Ham. Them man score goals at West Ham, bro.
They score goals, mate. I'm telling you.
No, they do. Yeah, City to win. Full house?
Yep, easy.
Very easy indeed. Oh, the fixture's gone. I don't know what was there. Let's do
it was
Spurs, Newcastle.
I think it was.
Newcastle United. What do we guys think? It's at Newcastle, isn't it? Yeah. Newcastle at home to Spurs, guys. What do you guys think?
Draw. That's a great game.
That's what Sky Sports.
What time is that?
That's 1:30, surprisingly.
Why are there 1:30 games? I'm gonna go 2-2. I think both teams have enough firepower to get goals, but I can't see it. I can't split the difference.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Tottenham I find dead, but then Newcastle ain't pulling up trees either.
Tottenham are fun. I can't lie to you, man. Tottenham are fun.
They're funny to watch. I'll give you that. I'm gonna go. I'll go over. I'm gonna go with a Newcastle win, home win, 2-1. Anybody else to predict?
I think I'm gonna go Spurs still.
Oh, away win, Spurs.
Nah, I'm saying a draw.
And Ravina says draw. Chelsea at home to Crystal Palace.
I think this would be a 2-1 Chelsea win.
Don't forget, Chelsea are playing Servette in Switzerland on the Thursday.
Is that this week?
Jet lag.
Yeah, man, you need to get over to Switzerland, mate.
I can't believe you have to qualify for the conference. That's a mad thing. I can't.
Yeah, that's a farce.
I can't lie.
That's a farce. I think Chelsea 3-2.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I think we have to. If we are who we say we are, we have to beat this. Palace side has not really started the season well. I'm gonna go 3-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4-2 Chelsea. I think the chaos football will continue, and they'll have plenty of chances to bury it in the back of the net.
Is Gay still that thing?
I mean, just about, barely.
That's the thing. Is not.
Barely.
Yeah, I think the Chelsea will be comfy still.
Yeah.
And the last one, Man United, Liverpool.
Man United versus Liverpool.
I'm more confident at Old Trafford than I am at Anfield. So that's why something tells me this is going to be a draw.
You think?
Something tells me this is going to be a draw. Don't be wrong. I won't be surprised if Liverpool beat us.
Oh, I won't lie, yeah. Liverpool won't allow themselves to be broken. The way they're keeping the ball. That's the only thing I think Liverpool just 2-1. It won't be as wet. It won't be as what's the word I'm looking? There won't be much chaos.
Yeah, it's going to be a proper atmosphere. It's going to be a proper big game. This. I think United will get over the line. I think at home they'll be okay. I think they'll just get over the line.
With who?
I don't know, bro. I don't really know, but I just feel like Liverpool have gone to Old Trafford a few times where I've been like, surely Liverpool put this to bed and done. But United didn't pull off a result. The FA Cup one, for example.
Yeah, because that's the reason. Because Nunes is not serious, bruv. He let him sit the bench. Let Jota, Diaz, and Salah do the thing, bruv.
Yeah.
And if he starts with the false number 9, they'll play him off the park.
Well, we have to wait and see.
And there's no Scott McTominay to rescue them, bruv. You're going to have an old Casemiro in that midfield, leaving Mainu to do all the work, bruv. Nah, man. And then you got Bruno doing nonsense. Nah, bruv.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Let's
get this Agate thing over the line, please. Please get over the line.
If Trent falls asleep, then yeah.
He's already upset. He's already upset for you.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Man United. I think it's gonna be one of those games.
3.
Yeah, I'll go 3-2.
I'm saying a 1-1 draw. I don't think like I said, there'll be a lot of chances and a lot of stuff. I just think at home, over the last few games, like obviously there's the 4-3 and then there's the last minute 2-2 where we conceded. I'm like, we're much better against Liverpool at home than away. But then again, it could easily be a 3-1. So it's just one of those ones. This is like, I don't know.
There we are. Oscar, what do you think?
Can't see anything but a Liverpool win. I'm being honest. I think their firepower up front is just going to be too much for you. I'm going to go 2-1 though. I think they'll be 2-0 up for ages and then you'll score 1.
2-1. Coolio. That wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Endo saying, hey, United used all their luck against us last season. We'll cook them this time, in my opinion. We'll have to wait and see next weekend when we come back, for next Monday rather. After the transfer window shut, the Champions League draws are done, the Europa League draws done, conference is done, and we enter the international break.
Unfortunately. Anywho, this is going to be the last podcast for me in this setting. Wait until the new one. In this setting, wait until the new one.
When will we be expecting you back, Robinho? Because you're going to be away for a year. Have Sway for you.
I will be back, hopefully, in 3 weeks' time.
Coolio.
Where will Man United be at that time?
Oh, well. Well, we shall see.
Well, as Endo says, see y'all in September. How has your August been, guys? To close, how's August been?
Oh, it's been one of the greatest months of probably best month of my year.
September next week.
That August definitely been the best month of my year.
Really?
It's been a quick August, I'd say.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's gone quick.
It's gone quick.
Yeah.
My August slapped, and my September is going to be even better, mate.
Jeez, now we're talking, David. Now we're talking.
Come on.
All right, we'll see you then in September, people. We'll be back Monday, the 2nd of September, on the Top 4 podcast.
Like, subscribe.
Yes, share, like, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. X.
I think we're about 11 to 13 subs away from 300.
Guys, get us to 300, man.
Come on, man. Let's do this, people.
Yeah,
let's get to 300, mate.
All right, then. Until next time, people, we are out. Peace.
Peace.